It's your brother Jay in Israel. Welcome to another spicy episode, family. That's right, family. I am live and we are going to get started with another spicy topic. The name of tonight's video: are Hebrew Israelites required to keep all 613 commandments? Open panel discussion. If you want to come on the panel, I will open up the panel momentarily. But before I do so, let me go ahead, family, and check to see if everything is good on my end. YouTube Studio says excellent condition. Hopefully that is the case, family. Now, before we get started, let me go ahead and announce these super cool, awesome announcements, family. These announcements are definitely worth it. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Give me a second. Now, when you click on any of my videos, such as this video from yesterday, Pastor Marvin Sapp closes church's doors. That's right, Pastor Marvin Sapp closes church doors. Then asks for 40K. Hebrew Israelites React Live open panel. Now, when you go below this shameless plug, it's shameless, family. When you go below this video, and when you go below any video of mine, you want to click on the description. And when you do so, go ahead and unlock these free goodies. They're absolutely free. I made these free goodies. I made the video tutorial and the free PDF downloads. Check them out. 30 words in Paleo Hebrew, Biblical Hebrew, and English. Video and free PDF. Have it right in your phone. The Lord's, Yahusha's Prayer in Hebrew and English. Video and free PDF. The 10 Commandments in Hebrew and in English. Video and PDF. The Shema prayer in Hebrew and English. You guessed it. Video and PDF. The priestly blessing in Hebrew and English. The Benediction. That's right. Video and PDF. Now, if you desire to wake up our people, if you desire to bring our people to the kingdom of Yah, you can do so. How? With your apparel. That's right. Just click on this link where it says need Hebrew Israelite apparel and unlock Israelite apparel. Let me show you. It's better that I show you, family. Check this out. Kavod is the name of the Hebrew Israelite apparel brand. Kavod is Hebrew for splendor, glory, and honor. Kavod, style and legacy. Shalom, unlock 20% off your order. Kavod is black owned. Also, you get the 20% coupon right here, family. Just go to this link right here, use this link, and get your 20% off your order. That's right. Unlock beanies, do-rags, t-shirts, hats, sweaters, long sleeves, hoodies, sandals, clothing for women, men, and children, clothing for regular days and feast days. We have Passover coming up, family. Passover is on April 12th, the evening of April 12th. It starts at twilight of April 12th. And guess what? My wife and I, we are going to celebrate Passover with you, family. We are going to celebrate Passover live. Let me show you. Go ahead and share my screen once again. Actually, let me go back. This is off screen. I don't want to hurt your eyes, family. Here we go. In the posts tab below, Passover celebration, Saturday, April 12th, 2025. We go live. My wife and I, we go live on April 12th, 2025 at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. That's right, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. We go live from Egypt. Okay, we're just playing about that, family. We're not going live from Egypt, but we are going live. Don't let the super cool, awesome flyer fool you. Join us and let's celebrate the Passover Seder together. Mark your calendars for Saturday, April 12th, 2025 at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Write it down, take a picture, do what you gotta do. Click on the link and turn on notification bell. So just click on this link, family, and it takes you to the video. Hebrew Israelite Passover Celebration 2025, live in 3 days, April 12th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Go ahead and turn on the notification. Already got the notification turned on, family. Just hit this button. Shalom, shalom to Arthur Warren. Shalom to you, fam. We'll get to that momentarily. Let me go ahead and give this super cool, awesome announcement. And feel free to join us on Passover, Arthur. My wife and I, we are going to celebrate Passover with the family, live. That's right. Now, if you'd like to be prepared in advance, go ahead and click on where it says more, right here in the description. Make sure you download these free goodies. Make sure you shop at Kavod. Oh, and that's right. By the way, feel free to support the ministry if you desire, family, through Patreon, where you can unlock exclusive content that you'll find nowhere, and I mean nowhere on the internet, from digital downloads. Also, advanced biblical teachings that are just too spicy for YouTube. Family, I like spicy food, and if you like spicy food, if you like spicy content, we got you in the Patreon. If you'd like to donate, you can leave a tip, a donation on Cash App, PayPal, buy me a coffee. I have a JOB, family. If I didn't, my wife would make me get one, and I'm not playing. I know I got a witness. So I'm not saying you got to give, family. It's just, I'm not asking you, family, unless you're gonna do it. Unless you're gonna do it. Just make that clear. Unless you're gonna do it. Now, if you'd like to be prepared for Passover, you can do so right here. Passover ingredients: lamb or goat. Yes, optional, lamb or goat, according to Exodus 12:5. Second, unleavened bread. Make sure it's unleavened. If you desire to make your own unleavened bread, my wife and I, we got you. We show you how to make your own unleavened bread in this video. Just click this video right here. How to make unleavened bread for Passover. Quick and easy recipe for beginners. Unleavened bread. Or if you're too lazy, you can go to the store and buy them crackers. Option is yours. My wife and I, we're making our own unleavened bread. That's right. It's inspiring and it tastes better. Family, it tastes better. Bitter herbs. Options: cilantro, dandelion greens, or endives. These plants grow in Israel. That's right. Fourth, wine or grape juice. The option is yours. My wife and I, we choosing wine. That's right. We going with wine, family. But do what you do. All right. So that's all you need, family. These are the Passover ingredients. Make sure that you have these ingredients ready for April 12th at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. All right, a few more announcements, and then we can get started. Let's see. What else did I got? Oh, yes, that's right. I can't leave this out. Let me go ahead and hide the screen. Let's go back to the posts tab. Now, I go live on Tuesdays. If you would like to also come on the panel on Tuesdays, I'm consistently on the panels on Tuesdays. Today is a bonus, family. I feel like being generous. So we going live today. I'm just in that kind of mood, family. All praises to Yah. So on screen is Real Talk Tuesday. Real Talk Tuesday. We discuss topics that we can't on the Shabbat. Trending topics, Israelite culture, wealth, health, relationships, interviews, debates, and more. Tuesdays, we go live at 5:30. Pull up in the chat or pull up on the panel. That's right. I open up the panel. And if you don't want to come on the panel, it's all good. You can go ahead and be vocal in the chat. Two more announcements, two more quick announcements, and we good. We tov. Tov is good in Hebrew. Tov means good in Hebrew. Every Friday, and I mean every Friday night, every single Friday night, family. The Shabbat word, Friday nights, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Join us on the Shabbat word, Friday nights, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Why? To receive inspiration and elevation from the scriptures. Looking forward to seeing you. Let all family, friends, and your haters, let them know. Together, let's glorify Yah. I'm a preacher, family. I'm a moray. And if you desire to hear some teaching and some preaching from the word of Yah, pull up on the Shabbat word. Now, the last announcement, which is, according to my wife, the most important announcement. Am I playing? I don't know if I am or not. Go to the home tab, family. Scroll past all these shameless plugs. I mean, these videos are shameless, family. I should be ashamed of myself. After you get your popcorn and your hot sauce ready and you binge watch all of these videos like a junkie to the point where you can't get enough. And then when you get to that point where you just can't get enough, family, subscribe to Jaden and Jazz. That's right. This is my wife and I's channel. That's terrible English, but family, I don't give a damn. I'm from the Bay Area, so we make up words. Yay area! Jaden and Jazz. Subscribe to Jaden and Jazz. Why? My wife and I, we speak about celebrity news, trendy topics, Black love. It's a secular show. However, as Israelites, we have to be balanced. There's too many Johnny Bravo Israelites out there. Top heavy, skinny in the bottom. Pause. Hey, if Stella can get her groove back, Israelites can get their smile back. My wife and I were here to get your smile back. Shalom, shalom. Ultimate number 3. What's good, King? What's good? That's right. Live stream is going up on a Wednesday. All right. That concludes the announcements, family. Now we on to the next. My bad. There we go. Okay. What's next on the agenda? I got it written out, family. That's right. The title of tonight's video: Are Hebrew Israelites required to keep all 613 commandments? Open panel discussion. Family, let me know what you think. Let me know. Today, in the diaspora, are we required to keep all 613 commandments? I'm not going to judge you. Feel free to voice your opinion. This is a respectful platform, allegedly. No, it is, family. We cool around here. I know some Israelites are grumpy. Some Israelites don't have their smile. They lost their smile. We cool over here, family. As you can tell, I'm kind of a smart ass, as you can tell, family. I like to laugh. Hopefully you do as well. Now, let me know what you think. As Israelites, are we required to keep all 613 commandments? If you're not an Israelite, you are welcome on this platform as well. If you ask me, you ask your brother Jaden. The kingdom of Yah is for all people. That's right, for all people. Everybody can get salvation if they want it. Salvation is available for everybody. So let me go ahead and get to my first article, family. But before I do, let me go ahead and put this on screen because I know I said I will open up the panel. It depends on you, family. If you would like to come on the panel, I will open panel momentarily. I thought it was 12 or more. Are you speaking about, Arthur, are you speaking about the commandments? 12 commandments or more? Is that what you're speaking of? I'm not sure. I would like some clarity. All right, all right. So let me go ahead and pull up the first article. Yes. Okay. You said yes. I thought there was 12 or more. And I asked you, what did I ask you? I forgot already. I think I asked you, is there 12 or more commandments? And you said yes. I'm curious, Arthur. Are you what's your faith? I'm curious to know what faith that you subscribe to, if you don't mind me asking. Okay, you said 10 commandments and 2 from the New Testament. Interesting. What 2 commandments are you speaking about in the New Testament? Can you elaborate on that? Feel free to. You said Judah. You're from the tribe of Judah? Man, there's a lot of Judites out there. I tell you, you ask me, Judah's overrated. Judah is over. There's too many Judites. There's too many people claiming Judah. I'm like, what about Gad? Or what about Asher? Like, nobody claims Asher. Asher gets left out. Nobody wants to be from the tribe of Asher. Or Manasseh, right? No, I know. I guess it makes a person sound ashy. Oh yeah, I'm from the tribe of Asher. Not all, because some were just from the tribe of Levi. Awesome. Number 3. You said not all, because some were just from the tribe of Levi. Oh, okay, I got you. I had to read that twice to get it. Can I get a witness? I know I got a witness. You got to read it twice to get it. Like, oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, that's right. Awesome. Number 3. I do agree with you. Okay. So Arthur, are you an Israelite? I'm curious. Are you an Israelite? Let me go ahead and pull up this article. I keep saying that, but I got you, family. All right. Let me share my screen. Oh, right on. Shalom, shalom to you, King. Even if you was a Christian, I'll still say shalom, shalom to you. But right on. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the article. Share it. There we go. All right, family. Let's get it. The 613 commandments. The mitzvot. It says mitzvot. I say mitzvot. It's a long story. I'm not going to explain it right now. I say mitzvot, however you want to pronounce it. You can tell I'm a little bit of a technical geek. All right, let's get it. Let's get some context, which is extremely underrated in our community. I got to keep that about context. People like to cherry pick it. People like to cherry pick in our community. The Talmud tells us, Tractate Makot 23b, that there are 613 commandments, mitzvot, in the Torah. Where do we get that from? We get it from the Talmud, family. We get it from the Talmud. The Talmud says that there are 613 commandments. Did you know that? Did you know that? The text does not explicitly say there are 613 laws. The Talmud tells us that. The Talmud tells us, Tractate Makot 23b, that there are 23 commandments in the Torah, 248 positive commandments, do's, and 365 negative commandments, do nots, which is fascinating because 365 is also the amount of days in a year. Hebrew highlighter. Hebrews, we know what it is. We always got our highlighter ready. Get your highlighter ready. However, the Talmud does not provide us with a list of these commandments. Several great Jewish scholars have compiled a complete listing of these mitzvahs. Although, and mitzvahs is charged commands. They just flexing in this article. This is from Chabad.org, by the way. Although they all agree on the vast majority of the commandments, they do disagree concerning a number of them. Hebrew highlighter. We're taking the time with it. They do disagree concerning a number of them. The arguments are for scholastic purposes only, for they do not agree over any actual commandment, whether it is mandatory or forbidden. They only disagree whether certain commandments are independent commandments or perhaps they are part of another commandment and are not counted on their own. The following list follows the opinions of, I always botch his name. This is Rambam. Maimonides. Let me go ahead and get a pronunciation because I want to show some respect to Rambam. This is Rambam, family. A legendary rabbi. Pronunciation. Maimonides. All right. Let me go ahead and read that again. Shalom, shalom to 12TJC. What's good, King? That's right. Live stream is going up on a Wednesday. The following list follows the opinion of Maimonides, also known as Rambam, a legendary scholar, legendary rabbi, as he lists them in his magnum opus, the Mishneh Torah. It must be noted that many of these commandments, such as all the commandments associated with sacrifices, are not practicable as long as there is no temple in Jerusalem. Let me highlight that. That is a bar. There are certain commandments that we cannot do today due to the fact that there is no standing temple in Yerushalayim. The full list of the mitzvot family is Hebrew for charges or commandments. Mitzvot means commandments or charges. Here's a whole list. Feel free to go through the list. I'm not going to go through that right now, family. Let's click on Maimonides. I'm going to read a little bit about him. Oh, you know what? I got to share the screen. Okay, let me go ahead and share it. It wants me to open up a new screen. No problem. Maimonides. I am. Maimonides, his life and works. Rabbi Moshe ben Maimon was a Talmudist, halaktist, physician, philosopher, and communal leader known in the Yehudi world by the acronym Rambam, and to the world at large as Maimonides. He is one of the most important figures in the history of Torah scholarship. On his gravestone was inscribed the words, "From Moshe to Moshe, none arose as Moshe." Today, many hospitals and schools across the globe are named after Maimonides, and to this day, students worldwide pore over his scholarly works. That's right. We're going to read a little bit, family. We just get some context. We get some backdrop. Rambam, a biography. Moshe was born in Cordoba, Spain, on the 14th of Nisan, the eve of Passover, in the year of 135 CE. Hebrew highlighter. His father Maimon, a direct descendant of King David HaMelech, was a judge in the city's rabbinical court. His mother passed away when he was yet a small child, some suggesting that his younger siblings were born after Maimon remarried. At the age of 13, his family was forced to flee Cordoba when a fanatic Islamic sect took control of the city. The Yehudim were attacked by rioters and many synagogues were destroyed. Now, I'm not going to read the whole entire article, family. I'll go ahead and stop there. But I just wanted to show you who coined the phrase 613 laws. It's from the work of Maimonides, aka Rambam. And this is a traditional portrait of Rambam, an authentic signature of the Rambam. Now, if you ask me, this is from my opinion, family, and there's others that I actually, well, there's another that would agree as well. We believe that Rambam was a quote unquote black man. But hey, if this is a traditional portrait, notice it says traditional. I just want to highlight that. We're not making this about color, family, but it's just an observation. We're just bringing up observations now. Notice that it says a traditional portrait of Rambam. But I believe that Rambam was a melanated man. He was a black man. He was a black Jew, as you will. And we know throughout history, it is heavily documented that the black Jews lived in Spain and in Portugal. That's right. And I find it fascinating that Rambam was born in Cordoba, Spain. It is well documented that the Jews in Spain and Portugal were black. Anyways, let's continue, family. So let me go ahead and get to the next article. Let's go back to the link, Mishneh Torah, the 613 mitzvot. Let me get it. Is it here? Let me see. Yeah, let me go back. Let me go ahead and get to the next screen. Let's see if it's here. Yeah, right here. Oh, they will open up another screen. Okay. Bear with me, family. They want me to open up. Yeah, right here. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Here we go. There we go. The Rambam's Mishneh Torah. A modern English translation and commentary that presents a digest of the century's Torah scholarship, which has been devoted to the study of the Mishneh Torah by Maimonides. Right here, family. Introduction, the 613 mitzvot. Let's go ahead and go there. Okay, it's taking us to the positive. So if you want a full list of the positive commandments, you can click on this link right here. The negative commandments, you can click right here. Remember, there's 248 positive commandments, the do's. And there are 365 negative commandments, which are the don'ts. And it says listing of mitzvot. So for example, bam. Just go back. I'll just show you real quick. Here's another negative commandments. Bam. And here it is right here. You can buy the book, family. Mishneh Torah by Rabbi Moshe ben Maimonides. Translated by Eliyahu Tolger. Featuring a modern English translation and a commentary that presents a digest of the centuries of Torah scholarship, which have been devoted to the study of the Mishneh Torah by Maimonides. All glory. All right, family. Go ahead and hide the screen. Go ahead and check on the chat, see how we're doing. All right, all right. Let's get to our next source. All right, family, just bear with me. I'm pulling it on screen right now. I'm over here multitasking. Get it. Go ahead and share my screen. What I like to do now is show a few commandments, and I would like to hear your perspective on this. I like to hear what you think about this, family. This source that I'm going to bring out is from the 613 commandments. Shalom, shalom. Octeria, what's good, sis? It's great to see you, Akoti. All praises. And feel free to let me know what you think about this controversial matter. Are Hebrew Israelites, are we required to keep all 613 commandments? Let me go ahead and pull up that source. Actually, let me hide it because I just want to skip to it. I don't want to hurt your eyes. Let me scroll down and show you a few of these commandments. Shema. Yeah, laws on reading of Shema. Let's go there. This source that I'm going to bring up is from the Jewish Virtual Library. All right. Feel free to check out all 613 mitzvot, which means mitzvot means commandments are charges. I just want to show a few, family. I'm not going to go through all 613. We'll be here until the cows come home, whatever that means. I heard somebody say that once or twice or a million times. Laws of reading the Shema. Law number 76, to say the Shema twice daily. And then they reference Deuteronomy 6:7. But I find it interesting because when I read Deuteronomy 6:7, I wonder if it says read the Shema. I wonder if it says say the Shema twice daily. I wonder if it says that in Deuteronomy 6:7. So I'm just going to read it off the phone. I mean, I could pull it up on screen. Just for the sake of getting right to the point, let me go ahead and read Deuteronomy, Devarim 6:7. Hallelujah. And thou shalt teach them diligently until thy children, and shalt talk to them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. It don't say to say, it doesn't say to say the Shema twice daily. I just read the verse, family. So I don't know exactly where this mitzvah, this commandment, this charge comes from. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm definitely not saying that. But for there to be a law number 76, to be accurate, a person must say the Shema twice daily. That's interesting. Deuteronomy 6:7 doesn't say that. I mean, it's not a bad idea. But this is a law right here that we can't find in the Torah. I'm just bringing this as an example that this law right here has been added. This is not a part of the first 5 books. Now, let me go ahead and show you another source, family. Let me go ahead and hide the screen. I don't want to hurt your eyes when I scroll down. Let's jump down to laws of the Sabbath. Let's get it. And this is controversial, by the way, in regards to laws of the Sabbath in general, because in our community, we celebrate the Sabbath differently. You got brews that are extremely strict. You got brews that are pretty loose with it. Let's see what the 613 commandments say. Let's see if it lines up with the Torah. Let's see if it comes from the Torah. Book 3, the Book of Seasons. Laws of the Sabbath. Okay. So 87 says to rest on the 7th day. Number 88, not to do prohibited labor on the 7th day. Number 89, the court must not inflict punishment on Shabbat. Number 90, not to walk outside the city boundary on Shabbat. And 91, to sanctify the day with Kiddush and Havdalah. If I said that right. Not to walk outside the city boundary on Shabbat. Let's go to Exodus 16, verse 29. It says, I wonder if I click here and it'll come up to another screen. So I'll just go ahead and read it, family. I'll go ahead and read it. Just follow me. Exodus 16, 29. The word of Yah says, Hallelujah. See, for that Yahuwah hath given you the Shabbat. Therefore, he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. Okay, the context. Let's get some context. Scroll to the top. Exodus 16, chapter 1. Exodus chapter 16, verse 1. I said that backwards. I was seeing if y'all was listening. I'm glad y'all was listening. In context, it says, Yahuwah provides manna. This is from the King James above Exodus 6:1. The chapter says, Yahuwah provides manna. And then Exodus 16:8, Yahuwah provides meat. And Exodus 16:22, the Sabbath observed. Now it says, let no man go out of his place on the Shabbat day of the 7th day. What exactly does that mean? It says place. In Hebrew, it says, Al Getse Ish Mi Mekomo Bayom Hashivi'i. It says, not he will exit a man from his place. What is this place? It doesn't say city boundary. They interpret city boundary as place. You know what? I'll go ahead and show on screen because I read it in Hebrew. I want you guys to follow me because I'm sorry, family. Sorry for going fast. Let me go ahead and pull up that scripture. That way we can all see it. That way you guys don't look at me like I'm crazy. Even though that's partially true. I am a little crazy now. Some things ain't never changed. Exodus 16:29. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Shalom, shalom to Leagues. Leagues is a troll, but shalom to you. Thank you for showing support to this channel. You could be doing anything else right now, but you decided to hear this message. All glory to Yah. He said, we'll address, I'll address that here shortly, but let me go ahead and continue on what I was doing. Let me go ahead and share the screen. Exodus 16:29. There we go, family. And for some context, I'll go ahead and show you again. Let me go ahead and scroll to the top. Well, actually, I didn't show you. I just read it. I just read it, family. But here we go. Yahweh provides manna. And I'll read it. Yahweh provides meat. That's right after verse 7. And right after verse 21, the Shabbat observed. So now we're at verse 29, Exodus 16:29. Let's get it. See that Yahweh have given you the Shabbat. Therefore, he giveth you on the 6th day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Yet no man go out of his place on the 7th day. All right. Now in Hebrew, it says, well, it says his place in English, but in Hebrew, it says this. Let me show you, family. Hallelujah. Al yetzei ish mi makomo bayom hashivi'i. Praise Yah. It says, not, he will go, man, from place of his in the day of the 7th. In the day of the 7th, in the 7th day, in the day of the 7th. Hebrew sounds backwards. It's just English got it backwards. Anyways, what is this place? It says mi makom, mi makomo, salika, mi makomo. The word makom, makom, it means place. Makom means place. However, when we look at the mitzvah, the 90th mitzvah, the 90th commandment, it says not to walk outside the city's boundary on Shabbat. Family, did it say anything about city boundary in verse 29? I repeat, did it say not to walk outside the city boundary on Shabbat? Did it say that in Exodus 16:19? Or is this inferred? Is this inferred? Family, this is an inference. The scriptures does not say this. The scriptures does not say not to walk outside the city boundary on Shabbat. Here's the proof. We'll go back. Check it. Makom, place. Not, he will go, man, from place of his in the day the 7th. Let no man go out of his place on the 7th day. The scriptures did not say anything about not to walk outside the city boundary on Shabbat. You catch that, family? Did you catch that? This has been added to the scripture. I'm not disrespecting Rambam. I am not, family. I'm not coming sideways. I promise you. Trust me. I know I sound like a shady greasy car salesman. Trust me. But trust me, I'm not coming shady. I'm not coming sideways. I'm not coming foul. I'm just doing my honest research. Commandment number 90, this has been added right here. Not to walk outside the city boundary on the Shabbat. The text does not say that. I just wanted to show at least 2 witnesses from the 613 laws that are questionable. They're questionable. What if you live on the border of a city? You can't. What if you walk across the street? You can't walk across the street? That's considered breaking the Shabbat. So we have to ask a lot of questions, family. The secret to wisdom is questions. That's right. Let me go full screen. It's a full screener. It's an ISO. All the apps get the heck out of my way. If you desire to tap into wisdom, family, ask questions. Wisdom in Hebrew is chokmah. Chokmah. Chokmah is 2 words, 2 Hebrew words put together in one. It's a compound word. The first part, chok, means power. The second part, question, which is ma, literally means what? The power of what? You put it together, the power of what? The power to question. And wisdom, to be technical, is skill. Wisdom is skill. It's the application of the knowledge in a secret way to tap in to skill. So wisdom is the power to question. So when it comes to the 613 commandments, I have questions. All glory to Yah. All right. So we've did our research and we understand that the 613 laws, it was coined by Maimonides, Rambam, aka Rambam, the legendary rabbi. He lived in the Middle Ages, family. We went through the article already. Feel free to go back to go ahead and check that out, depending on when you came into this video. And it is from the Talmud. The Talmud speaks about the 613 laws. You're not going to see that phrase 613 in the Torah. It comes from oral tradition, aka the Talmud. It's fascinating because a lot of Israelites diss the Talmud, but yet keep the quote-unquote 613 laws, but then diss the Talmud at the same time. So that's why it's really important that we do not assume, because when we make assumptions, when we assume, you make an ass out of you and me. So let's not do that, family. Let's not rush into conclusions. Let's take a time with the scriptures and let's do our research. All right. Now, I'm going to show a few more scriptures and I will open the panel. And if anybody would like to come on, even challenge me, ask me questions in regards to this topic, I'll be happy to dialogue with you. Shalom, shalom to King Couture. What's good, King? It's good to see you. You say all that apply? You have every right to say that. Like I said, we can agree to disagree. We can agree. We can disagree agreeably. But I don't know when you came in, King Couture. I don't know when you came in, but I showed 2 commandments from the 613 laws. That's actually from the Talmud. That's right. And I know you spoke about the Talmud before, and it wasn't on a positive matter. It wasn't in a positive way. You didn't speak very highly on the Talmud. However, the 613 laws, the term comes from Talmud, and it has been coined by Maimonides, aka Rambam, in his writing Mishneh Torah. So anybody who believes in the 613 laws and follow them, to some degree, you're following Talmud. Yeah, I mean, well, you asked me. I mean, before something gets pinned down, it has to be orally spoke. It has to be spoke orally. It has to be oral before it's written down. So you're saying a con because it was rewritten and still a source, though? Yes, but I don't know when you came in. I brought up 2 commandments. You might have to just go back and check out what those 2 commandments from the 613 laws that are questionable, if you ask me. Now, let me bring some commandments from the actual scriptures themselves. Check this out, family. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Let me show these references, and then from there, I will open up the panel if anybody would like to come on. Let's go to. Oh, I exited it out. I had it up. I had up blue letter Bible. I had it up blue letter Bible, and I exited out of there, family. My bad. Let's see. Where do we want to go? Oh yeah, let's go here. Let's go here. The quote unquote 613 laws, we must keep them, right? That's what some say. We must keep them, right? Well, let's see if we can keep this one. Let's see if we can keep this law from the 613 laws respectfully. And I'm being respectful. I'm just being a little passionate, though. But y'all used to that by now. Go ahead and share the screen. It sounds cool to say, like, keep all 613 commandments, 248 positive, 365 negative, 365 representing 365 days in a year. I mean, that sounds dope. However, there's more to that, family. This is a technical conversation. Now, on screen, I was just reading the comments, family. On screen, I have on blue letter Bible. Let's go to this commandment. Let me know if we can keep this one. Let me know if we can keep this one, family. Let me scroll to the context from the top. The adultery test. Uh-oh. Let's get it. Let's get it, family. Let's see if we can keep this one. Let's see if we're keeping all the laws. Oh, 613. Let's get it. Now I'm getting really excited now. Let me go ahead. Let me hide. No, I ain't hiding nothing. I was gonna hide the comment now. I'm gonna leave that in there. I'm gonna keep teasing it. Let's get it. Yahweh spake to Moshe, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, if any man's wife goes aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from his eyes of her husband, and be kept closed, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither shall be taken with the manner. Neither shall be taken with the manner. And the spirit of jealousy. Oh, here we go. Here we go, family. The spirit of jealousy. It's jealousy, family. Came upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled. Or if the spirit of jealousy came upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not Defiled. Let's make it plain. Let's make it Central Valley plain. Why? Because I live in the Central Valley. This English is too fancy for me. Let's make it Central Valley-fied. Let's dumb it down. Let's keep it a book. Okay, we'll go NIV. I mean, how dumb can you get? Shout out to all the NIV readers. No, this is just a joke. It's just a joke. Just a joke. I like the NIV, honestly. I like it. It's not inspired, but it's a non-inspired version. And if feelings of jealousy come over her husband, and he suspects his wife, and she is impure. Or if he is jealous and suspects her, even though she is not impure. I need to read that again, family. And if feelings of jealousy come upon her husband, and he suspects his wife, and she is impure. Or if his jealousy, or if he is jealous and suspects her, even though she is not impure. Either way, family. Either way, he got that spirit of jealousy on him. Either way, whether she is defiled or not defiled. Let's continue. Verse 15. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereof, or thereon, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy. Highlighter, Hebrew highlighter, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near, and sets her before Yahweh. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle. Oh, we got our Hebrew highlighter. He shall take the holy water of an earthen vessel. Then what? Then of the dust of the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and puts it into the water. So he putting the dust from the floor of the tabernacle into the water, into a earthen vessel. And the priest shall set the woman before Yahweh, and uncover the woman's head, and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes the curse. He got the water that causes the curse. Verse 19. And the priest shall charge her by an oath, and say unto the woman, if no man hath lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causest the curse. So now she got to make an earth. Now she got to make a curse. I said an earth. She got to make an oath. I said a curse. She got to make an oath, family. She has to make an oath in front of the priest. Verse 20. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing. And the priest shall say unto the woman, Yahweh make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when Yahweh doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell. Highlighter. So the priest has got to say this. Verse 22. And this water that causest the curse shall go into thy bowels, to make thy belly to swell, and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say Amen, amen. It probably wasn't amen, amen. I doubt it was like that. It probably wasn't a hallelujah. Amen, amen. It was like, oh man, oh man. That was my wife's joke, by the way. I saw your joke, baby. I saw your thunder. Boom, boom. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the sound effects for that. Boom, boom. On Melon streaming, you have the drum, the boom, boom. Yeah, yeah. She said, "Oh man, oh man." We gotta keep all 613 laws, though, right? Including this one. Bruise, bruise, bruise. Including this one. Let's continue. And the priest, I said, and the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water. I'll drink it in memorial. I'm drinking the bitter water right now, family. We're doing it in reverse. It's the husband. What was it? It's the spirit of jealousy upon the man. Here we go. I'm drinking the bitter water right here. I ain't gonna sweat at all. It's not gonna sweat. I mean, you know, I might have had a few tacos earlier on. I don't know if that counts. That's okay, right? Okay, let's continue. It's getting way off. This is getting out of hand. Okay, that's enough. Okay, and he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causes the curse, and the water shall causes the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. Man. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand. Right here, the jealousy offering, family. Well, but I think I let me continue. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting all excited. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand and shall wave the offering before Yahuwah and offer it upon the altar. Now, I was speaking about the bitter water. I'm tripping. The bitter water, family. My bad. I'm all correcting myself. I'm extremely technical. It drives my wife crazy. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand and shall wave the offering before Yahuwah and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. In this case, cause the man to drink the water. Told you I'm a smart ass. Hey, some things ain't never changed. I'm just an awoken dumbass. Awoken smart ass. There we go. Okay. Where we at? Right here, verse 27. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled, it says, if she be defiled and have done trespass against her husband, then the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thigh shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. And if, check out the if, Hebrew highlighter, and if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, meaning she ain't guilty, she good. Ain't nothing to see here. Ain't no problem here. Ain't no reason for you to be jealous. No reason for you to be jealous. She good. It's Gucci. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free and shall kick his ass. Okay, it didn't say that. Let me say it. And shall be clean. Then she shall be free and shall conceive seed. I thought I said kick his ass, but now I'm inferring. I think that should be the 614th law. That's right? I should add to Rambam's work, the Mishneh Torah, the 614th law. And if a woman be not defiled, but be clean, and she said, I told you so, you know good, low down, dirty, scheming, son of a you know what. I'm trying to imagine how a woman is feeling right here. to be taken to the priest, she got to drink this nasty water with the dust in it. She got to go through all of this, family, because her husband is jealous. You're going to put your wife through all of this to find out that she is not guilty, that she is clean. That's why I say, and if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall kick his ass. Okay, then she shall be free and shall conceive seed. This is the law of jealousness. Man, these English, I tell you, jealousies. I'll go with that. This is the law of jealousies. When a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband and is defiled. Or when the spirit of jealousy, Hebrew highlighter, cometh upon him. Came upon him, family. And he be jealous over his wife, and shall set the woman before Yahweh, and the priest shall execute upon her at this law. Then shall the man be guiltless from the iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. Family, can we keep that law? Can we keep the law today? The law of jealousy, the spirit of jealousy. Are you keeping this law? The adultery test. The adultery test. Are you keeping this law, family? I hope not. I hope we're not keeping this law. Babe, do what you want to do. Do your thing. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just hoping we don't keep this law today. We can't keep it today. Why? This was during the time when Yahweh dwelled with our ancestors. Notice it says the tabernacle. Let me get the verse. Let me scroll down. Tabernacle. The dust of the tabernacle. As soon as I find it. Dust of the tabernacle. You're going to make her drink this water mixed with the dust of the tabernacle because you feel jealous, because you think she cheated on you? Right here, verse 17. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water. Family, we can't keep this law today. Family, we can't keep this law today. Family, we can't keep this law today. It says the floor of the tabernacle. Are we setting up a tabernacle? We're not. Remember, the kavod, the presence, the glory of Yahweh dwelled amongst our ancestors during this time. Remember, this is during the time of the pillar by day, the fire by night. This is during the time of the wilderness, the 40 years in the wilderness, where the presence of Yahweh, the kavod, the Shekinah glory, was dwelling upon our ancestors. From my book, from the book of Jaden, the floor of the tabernacle, the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, mixed with the water, this drink that she had to drink, because it was during the divine presence of our Creator, our ancestors could keep this law. Today, we can't keep this law. Yah is with us. However, we're not setting up a tabernacle. We're not in the wilderness. Also, we do not have a standing Levitical priesthood. It says the priests. Remember, the priest family were Levites. Shout out to my Lewi brothers. Shout out to my Levites. However, we're not under the Levitical priesthood today. That's reason number two. Reason number one, the Shekinah glory, the dwelling, the kavod of Yah is not dwelling on us in the same way that the kavod of Yah was dwelling upon our ancestors in this scripture. This was during the wilderness, the 40 years in the wilderness. This was during the time of the Mishkan, the tabernacle. We're not setting up a tabernacle. We don't have a tabernacle. We don't have a standing temple. This law is obsolete. This law is done away with. The adultery test is done away with. And this is straight out of the scripture. This ain't Talmud. This is scripture. So if you ask me, we cannot keep all, quote unquote, 613 commandments respectfully. I love my brother King Keturah because he cut everybody. Christian, Israelite, everybody could get it for King Keturah. King Keturah says, "Don't become a feminist on me now, brother." LOL, just playing. I'm gonna highlight that. Well, I'm just being objective. That was good. That was a good laugh. I needed that one. But I'm passionate because our community, we're actually imitating the oppressor. The same oppressor mentality that was brainwashed upon us, we're bringing into the awakening. We left Christianity and brought that same mentality into the awakening. And a lot of us are really not in the awakening. Many of us are in the fakening. Many of us are asleep. I'm not throwing shade to this law. I'm just looking at this law with context. We have to consider history. We have to consider culture. We have to consider language. We have to consider a plethora of methodology to arrive to our best answer instead of just taking what the scripture is saying. Just because it's saying that, we have to strictly apply the way how it's written. We have to consider methodology. That's right. That's right, family. I'm just looking at the chat. Shalom, shalom, Yaakov. Shalom, King. Shalom, shalom, Ema, Rita, D. It's great to see you, Ema. That's right. That's a good point. Context and practicality. We are not even in our land as well. I'm going to highlight that. Shout out. That's right, family. Just going through the chat. Hopefully I didn't miss nobody. All right. I'm going to bring up one more law that we can't keep, but good luck to you if you want to keep all quote unquote 613 laws. Now, the next law is on tithing. That's right, tithing. I find it fascinating that Christians, they say the law is done away with. However, they keep tithing. They say the law is done away with. They say the law is done away with, but tithing is not done away with. You see the inconsistency? You see how they're choosy? Not all Christians, but plenty of them. Too many of them are saying that the law is done away with. However, the law in regards to tithing is not done away with. Keep that same energy, Christian. Keep it consistent. Respectfully. Disrespectfully. I'm just playing. All right, let's bring up the law. Let's go to tithing. If you want to keep all 613 laws, then that means you have to tithe. But we can't tithe today. We can't. Let me just get right to it. Let me go ahead and bring up Numbers 18, 21 to 24. Numbers 18, 21 to 24. And behold, I have given the children of Lewi all the tenth of Israel for an inheritance, for their service which they serve, even the service of the tabernacle of the congregation. Neither must the children of Israel henceforth come nigh the tabernacle of the congregation, lest they bear sin and die. But the Levites shall do the service of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they shall bear their iniquity. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations, that among the children of Israel they have no inheritance. But the tithes of the children of Israel, which they offer as an heave offering unto Yahweh, I have given to the Levites to inherit. Therefore I had said unto them, among the children of Israel, they shall have no inheritance. Family, do we have a standing Levitical priesthood today? Are we under the Levitical priesthood today? Are we under the Levitical priesthood? Shout out to my Levite brothers. I'm not hating on my Lewi brothers, not at all. However, are we under the Levitical priesthood? If you ask me, we are under the order of Melchizedek. Yahusha HaMashiach. I don't know who Jesus Christ is. I don't know who this Jesus is. The real Messiah is Yahusha HaMashiach. Yahusha HaMashiach is the high priest. And we are under the order of Melchizedek. We're not under the Levitical priesthood. Tithing is done away with. Why? Because we're not under the Levitical priesthood. Now, let me get the other scripture. Deuteronomy 14, 22 to 29. Family, this is easy, respectfully, humbly. This is not hard. All praises. I'm glad I got some witnesses. For sure, for sure. But I don't mind being the lone wolf. Deuteronomy 14, 22. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year. And thou shalt eat before Yahweh thy Elohim, in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn. Family, it's not corn. I know that my brother King Couture disagrees with me. However, corn did not grow in Israel, if you ask me. According to my research, corn did not grow in Israel. Corn didn't grow. Also, cone didn't grow. Corn or cone did not grow in Israel. But feel free to believe that it did, okay? Unless you got a source you can show me, and I'll change my mind. For sure, for sure. However, it doesn't say corn, family. Okay, that's off topic. That was just a sidebar. I don't want to get off topic. I'm good at that. Let me go ahead and finish that. The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, of thine oil, and thy firstlings of thy herds and thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear Yahweh thy Elohim always. And if the way be too long for thee, so that thou art not able to carry it, or if the place be too far from thee, which Yahweh thy Elohim shall choose to set his name there, when Yahweh thy Elohim hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shalt go unto the place which Yahweh thy Elohim shall choose. And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after, for oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat there before Yahweh thy Elohim, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household. And the Levite that is within thy gates, thou shalt not forsake him, for he hath no parts, no inheritance with thee. I'll just go ahead and finish this out. At the end of 3 years, thou shalt bring forth all the tithe of thine increase of the same year, and shalt lay it up within thy gates. And the Levite, because he hath no parts nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come, and shall eat and be satisfied, that Yahweh thy Elohim may bless thee in all the work of thine hand, which thou doest. I'm bringing this up, family, to show that tithing was done with, it says seed. That's, thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, of thy seed. The tithe of thine corn, which is not corn, it's not cone, it's grain. Of thine wine, of thine oil, of thy firstlings of the herd and flocks. In other words, a tithe was done with food stuff, with food items, with grain, with livestock. So if you were to tithe today, this is how you would tithe. If you would try to keep all 613 laws, this is how you would tithe. You would tithe your grain, your produce, your livestock. However, we cannot tithe today. Number one, we do not have a standing Levitical priesthood. We are not under the order of the Levitical priesthood. We are under the order of Melchizedek through our high priest, Yahusha HaMashiach. That's right. Yahusha HaMashiach is our high priest. And if you were to tithe, this is how you would tithe. You would tithe all increase of your seed, produce, grain, livestock. And it says right here, and if, right here, which Yahweh thy Elohim shall choose to set his name there, when Yahweh thy Elohim have blessed thee. Family, we do not have a standing temple. Where was the place that Yah chose to set his name there? Jerusalem. We do not have a standing temple right now in Jerusalem. Yet, you have those that believe we must tithe today. I'm not going to tithe. Why? No Levitical priesthood, number one. Number two, no standing temple. And number three, if you're going to tithe, this is how you would tithe, with all your seed, aka produce, grain, livestock. And remember, the tithe is for the Levite. Is for the Levite. And also, verse 29. Our king is a magnificent Elohim. Our king is the king over all kings. Our Elohim is merciful. Verse 29, and the Levite, because he have no part nor inheritance with thee, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, which are within thy gates, shall come and shall eat and be satisfied, that Yahweh, thy Elohim, may bless thee in all the work of thine hand, which thou doest. In other words, we can't tithe today. But if you want to, it's your prerogative, like Bobby Brown. You can tithe if you want. My question, are you tithing correctly? And are you tithing to the right person? I brought up 2 laws from the 613 laws that is found in the Mishneh Torah, written by Rambam. I brought up 2 interesting laws that are not explicitly mentioned in the Torah. It's inferred. I brought up 2 laws that are inferred from the Talmud, from the Mishneh Torah, written by the legendary Rambam. And I say this with all respect, family. No disrespect. Not at all. And I brought up 2 laws from the Torah that we can't keep today. The first law that I brought up, the adultery test. If you are keeping that law, I think you need to reevaluate the scriptures again and watch this video and watch the part where I talked about it. And if you still don't get it, watch it again. And if you still don't get it, watch it again. Watch it until you get it. The adultery test we can't keep today. I know this is certain. I'm not going to put my wife through that. Hell to the no. Hell to the no. Now, if I'm going to try that, I'm going to get a right hook right to the chin. That's what we're not going to do around here. That's right. Family, I wouldn't want my wife to put me through that. That's why I symbolically drunk the water mixed with the dust, because I wanted to, what's the word, vicariously, I wanted to empathize what the woman had to go through, what the wife had to go through. Just because he had the spirit of jealousy, he gonna put her through all this hell. He gonna make her come to the priest. How embarrassing, how humiliating. If we don't got trust, what do we got? If we don't got trust, what do we got? So I'm empathizing with the woman. I'm empathizing with the wife here. As Israelites, we have to empathize with one another. She has to appear right in front of the priest, in front of the presence of Yahweh. She got to drink this water mixed in with the dust from the floor of the tabernacle and find out whether her bowels, her stomach, whether it enlarges, it swells up, or it doesn't. To me, this is a law that we can't do today, because we are not under the divine kavod of Yah like our ancestors were during the time of the wilderness. So we have to consider context. And second, tithing. Tithing is done away with. It's done away with, family. But if you want to tithe, go ahead. Feel free to be wrong. You have the right to be wrong. You have the right to be wrong. All right, all right. So if anybody would like to come on the panel, if I didn't put you guys to sleep, if you guys are not mad at me already, I'm telling you, we got some misogynist Israelites around here. Not anybody here specifically, but just generally speaking, it's too many misogynist Israelites. I'll tell you that though. We ain't doing that around here. Fathers, would you allow your son-in-law to put your daughter through that? I repeat, fathers, would you allow your daughter to go through the adultery test? Would you allow her to go through that law that we can't not keep properly today? Hell no. Disrespectfully. Okay, let me go ahead and open the panel. Let's see. That's the link on screen. If you'd like to join, feel free, family. I'm gonna give you some time, whether if you want to come in or not. So for me to close what I was saying, to close up this, to close on this message that I was bringing out, feel free to join the panel, by the way. We can't keep all 613 laws. We can't. We just can't. That number 613 was a development. And as we read earlier, not all rabbis agree on that number. The number of laws in the Torah is debatable. We don't know for certain whether there are 613 laws or not. I'm not mad at it. If you believe that there are 613 laws, cool, right on. There may be more, there may be less. I brought up 2 laws from the Talmud that were add-ons. They were add-ons to the Torah. And I brought up 2 laws from the Torah that I hope nobody keeps today, especially here in America. I hope you're not trying that. Shalom, shalom, dark side. So I don't know when you came in, Ak, but what's your opinion? Are we required to keep all 613 laws? Let me read the title. Are Hebrew Israelites required to keep all 613 commandments? Open panel discussion. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, family. Don't be afraid to voice your opinion. I definitely will be respectful. I was just being passionate. I was just giving y'all some edutainment. I didn't want to put you guys to bed, but if I did, Salika, Salakia. But honestly, this is an important discussion if you ask me. I believe we should keep as many laws as we possibly can. That's my consensus. That's my answer. Keep as many laws as you can. But please, do me a favor, do yourself a favor, do the community a favor, and do your wife a favor. Do not keep the adultery test law. Also, Do your pocket a favor. Do not tithe. Tithing is done away with. You can give offerings. You can leave tips. You can leave donations. That's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Tithing is obsolete. Shalom, shalom. Jolanda Turner. Shalom to you. You said in the eyes of Yah, yes. Can you be a little bit more clear? Can you give us some clarity? You said in the eyes of Yah. What you mean by that, fam? And if you want, you can join the panel. The link is on the panel. It's also right here on the screen. So if you'd like to elaborate and share with us more on your comment where you said in the eyes of God, yes, feel free to join the panel. I'm not going to debate you. I'm not going to come at you. I like to listen. I like to learn. I'm here to learn. I'm here to build and have a discussion. Now, if we was going to have a debate, to me, we have to do that with some formality. We have to like set up a time, a date, a subject matter of what we're actually debating. Yeah, I'm open just to build with you and learn. So yeah, feel free to elaborate on your answer. You said he wrote them for us to follow them. Let me ask you this, Jolanda, fam. So when did you come into this video? Like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 2 minutes ago? An hour and 36 minutes ago? Because that's how long I've been live. I'm just curious to know when you came in. That way it's going to give you some context on your answer. Let me go ahead and look at some of these comments. That's right, Dark Side. I agree. There are a lot more than 613 laws here in the United States of America. That's absolutely true. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Jolanda. Thank you. Yes. I brought up examples on why I come to the conclusion that we cannot keep all quote unquote 613 laws today. That's my conclusion. So feel free to check out the video and I give you a full breakdown. And there's more I could have brought out. There's a whole lot more. I just wanted to give enough witnesses to establish my position that we cannot keep all the laws today. However, what I'm saying, Jolanda, let's keep as many commandments as we possibly can. Let's love our Creator, Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahweh, with all of our heart, all of our strength, and with all of our soul. Let's love Yah, let's love our neighbor, and let's love ourselves. And when I say neighbor, that includes the Israelite, and check it, the non-Israelite. That's right. We must love our neighbor, the Israelite and the non-Israelite. Shalom, shalom, double T, the Hebrew. That's my fam right there. What's good, King? What's good, fam? Hallelujah. All praises. And this is a cool platform because here we can agree to disagree. We can have different positions. We can have some passion, but not jump out the window. We can remain family at the end of the day. We got too much division going on as it is. We don't need another reason to be divided. We don't need a Hebrew Israelite problem. Let's stay family. Family. Let's stay family. We can agree to disagree. I don't agree with my intermediate family on everything. I don't agree with my wife on everything. Okay, yeah, I do. Yeah, yes, I do. She's in the room, so yes, I do. I agree with my wife on everything. Wink, wink. Can I do it? Wink, wink. I can't wink. It's kind of hard. I got to practice that. But you got me. Married men, you know what I'm talking about. Maybe we should bring back the spirit of jealousy law. Boom. Yeah, double T. And it's all out of respect. A lot of the camps out there, they got it twisted. They got our women way down here, and the men are way up here. We got to have balance. We got to have balance, family. Now, I'm not on no, like, I'm not trying to say the women's up here and the man's way down here. I'm definitely not saying that. We just got to level things. We got to keep things level and balanced. Because we got to remember, the Most High, we are created in the image of the Most High, male and female. We must remember that. Not just the male, but the female. Remember, we come from our mother. We come from the woman. The woman brings the child into the world. Yes, the man plants the seed. Yes, we can go back and forth. That's a whole nother debate that we can get into. However, let me just say this. The woman goes through the 9 months of bearing the child. Men, we got to be the best cheerleader that we ever could be. Make sure that she's eating for two. That's right. That's right, family. I'm sick of the sickness, family. I'm sick of the madness. I'm sick of all this misogyny. We're acting just like the oppressor. We learn misogyny from the oppressor, and we're bringing the ways of the oppressor into the awakening. Let me go ahead and put the link back on screen. I took it off. I'm looking for it. What did I do with it? Where is it at? I might have to type it again. Here we go. Con means yes. Technically, it means thus or so. Con means thus or so or yes. That Khan is the Lashawan Kodash pronunciation for Kaf Nun, which means yes. I pronounce it Cain. You hear me say Cain. Cain means yes, thus or so. Also, Khan means thus or so or yes. But Khan is the Lashawan Kodash pronunciation. The Hebrew that I read from, the Hebrew that I speak, is the Masoretic Hebrew. The Masoretic Hebrew. And according to the Masoretic Hebrew, which is the biblical Hebrew right here, this is the biblical Hebrew, family, right here. This is the biblical Hebrew with all those dots that you see on screen. Khan, Kaf, Nun is actually pronounced Cain. It's pronounced Cain. But however you get down, family, I'm not going to be divided over that. I mostly speak biblical Hebrew like you see on screen. However, I get down with the Lashawan Kodash from time to time as well. For sure, for sure. That's right, dark side. That's right. Thus or so or yes. Yeah. Also, number 3, yeah, like that's how I pronounce it. I pronounce it Cain, like Kane, like Big Daddy Kane. I'm trying to give an example, like Kane from Minister Society. Kane. Anyways, you get the picture. That's how I pronounce it. Kane. But if you want to say Khan, that's fine. Khan like Shaka Khan. But I say Kane like Big Daddy Kane. BDK, I don't know nothing about BDK. BDK. Oh, Big Daddy Kane. Oh, the rapper ain't no half stepping. Ain't no half stepping. Raining Kane. I mean, Big Daddy Kane, in my opinion, he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. Now, this is definitely off topic, but I don't know if anybody wants to get on the panel. That's fine. You don't have to get on the panel. I'm just giving the option if you want to come on and voice your perspective on this controversial matter. Yeah, no, Big Daddy Kane is one of the illest rappers of all time. So that's who BDK is, Big Daddy Kane. So if you're a hip hop head, if you like hip hop like me, you should know who he is. If not, you're not a hip hop head. If you claim to love hip hop, the music form, not today's trash, I'm talking about just the music form itself. Because we got to remember, hip hop is from Yah. Yah created hip hop. That's right. Because through hip hop, we can make songs of praise and worship. Hip hop's a blessing, family. It depends on how we use it. Oh, really, Yaakov? Okay. All right. Yeah, Big Daddy Kane. It was always a debate. Who's better, Big Daddy Kane or Rakim? To me, they're both dope. I mean, okay, I know I'm a youngster. Y'all probably like wondering, Jane, what you know about that, Jaden? What you know about Big Daddy Kane? What you know about Rakim? I know that they're one of the illest MCs of all time. Even hip hop culture got it backwards. Even the history, because I know the history about hip hop. I'm like a history buff, as you will, when it comes to hip hop. I just like history in general, no matter what it is. I just like history. Hip hop, even though there's a lot of blessings in hip hop, it's really it's an amazing art form. However, even at its genesis, it was always about like competition. It was always about being better than somebody, about rapping better than somebody, or being a better MC than somebody, being a better B-boy or B-girl than somebody, being a better graffiti artist than somebody, being the better DJ. Like, it was always about being better than somebody. So I feel like we all could be great. I feel that, and I believe that. We all could be great. We don't got to be trying to be better than somebody, family. That's capitalist influence. We get that influence from capitalism. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with competing, because with sports or competition, you're going to compete. It's just the nature of it. However, it's not about tearing somebody down to build yourself up. You know, hey, a lot of people will agree with you, Dark Side, but then a lot of people would disagree with you. I still got Rakim's album in my car, or not my car, somewhere. I got it laying around somewhere, family. I Paid in Full. That's a legendary album. And you know what's fascinating too? Even though, according to my knowledge, they're both not in the truth, like in their rhymes, especially like back in the day, like they would drop gems. They would drop gems of consciousness. Rakim, he didn't even cuss. Rakim didn't cuss. And Big Daddy Kane, he didn't cuss. Or if he did, he didn't cuss that much. They was just like ill when it came to their technique, the internal rhyming, and the wordplay. It was state of the, like, man, it was revolutionary at the time. It was state of the art. Like, it was, they came up with like a new style, and everybody kind of bit that, or you know, or you know, took their version of it. We were all, you know, a lot of rappers are influenced by Rakim and Big Daddy Kane. I'm 37. I'm 37, ultimate number 3. So yeah, yeah, I definitely don't know about it. I had to do my Google research. I had to look into the archives of history. I don't know what Paid in Full came out with, like 86, 87. My family, I was born in 1987. when did No Half Separate come out? That was like 88, 87. But the music's timeless. The music's timeless. Like I could listen to both those MCs today on a regular day, not on a Shabbat day, but like on a regular day, and it still hits to this day. Like it's still a banger to this day. And the content, like they would drop gems of consciousness, even though Rakim was in, like he's in the I believe he's a 5%. I think they're both 5%ers. They're both 5%ers. They're both, well, I know that Rakim's from the nation of the gods and earth, the nation of the gods and earths. So I think they're both 5%ers, but they would drop that consciousness. And as an Israelite, I resonate with consciousness. However, we praise, we honor, we glorify the King over all kings, Jehovah Sabaoth. What's good, King? 12 CJC in the building.
What's good, my brother? What's good? Shalom.
Shalom. I see that you're working. I see that you're posting. You multitasking, huh?
Oh yeah. I got multiple phones. Might as well re-uploading videos that were they were smaller, so I just made them larger, so that way you get full screen. Can you hear me?
Yeah, say that one more time. Say that one more time. You're good though.
No,
Say that one more time.
so I had to re-upload old videos that I made that were too small, and just re-larged them.
Oh man, that's a kick in the gonads. Oh
Well, I mean that way because it deals with current stuff, current times. So, but at least
it's worth it.
yeah,
But man, that's
yeah. But you got to reach the people. It is. Yeah, it is because I had to do it. I got to use 2 softwares to do it. Record it, then cut it again, and then make it larger, and then re-upload it. But it's all good.
All praises to Yah.
All praises.
Now, when you say upload, does this include YouTube as well? You're gonna
Yeah, I still did.
YouTube,
Yeah, I put it on YouTube. Yeah, I just put it in the Great Reset playlist. I just made it larger.
Okay, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's on your mind, King?
Oh man, these 613 laws, man, that's a lot of laws. I personally stick with the 10 and 2. Because whatever we go by, I believe this. Whatever we go by is what we gonna get judged by for sure. Because if you live in 613 laws, you better keep it up as best you can. I mean, just like we do in the 10 and 2. That's already tough. We fighting every day. There's only one person on this earth who fulfilled all that. So we trying to keep our part too. Do our part, but there's nobody that's gonna do what he did. Completely 100%. But we strive to fight to do the best of our ability. And I agree with you with as you said, do as many as you can. I agree with that 100%. I'll salute that all day long. Definitely, brother. I thought that was good advice from the Book of Jaden.
For the Book of Jaden, that's right. I'm not using that as a cop out. I'm not using that as a cop out to live in sin. No, I'm not saying because we can't keep the quote unquote 613 laws, just do whatever the hell that you want. I'm definitely not saying that. It's just I believe that there's so many laws that we can't keep, And also want to say that Darkside says, I think KRS-One is better than Kane too. Man, KRS-One, oh man, he's definitely one of the greatest. Let me tell you something. He made a video back in the day. I don't know if you've seen it, 12TJC. He made a video. I think the song is called You Will Learn. You Will Learn. Something like that. That's the hook, right? And in the video, check this out. In the video, in the beginning, he's teaching the class. He's teaching a class. And he's teaching the class that Shem was black. That Shem was black. And in the video, Moses is black. There's a Moses is actually in the video. A guy dressed up as Moses, but yeah, he's a black man dressed up in like Moses with the 10 Commandments. And man, this is like what I want to say late 80s, early 90s, and he did that video. And in the video, when he's teaching the class, he's teaching that Shem is black and that the people of the Bible are black. And like he gets kicked out of class, like he gets kicked out of class. He gets kicked out of the class for being a teacher, for teaching the kids the truth. And in the video, I just thought, man, revolutionary. And like, it's just powerful because it's like he's dropping facts and history. He was bringing up facts in regards to Black history in America about inventors and revolutionaries within, our modern world, within the United States of America. So it was one of those powerful songs that he drops. Yeah, on the other hand, he'll make a diss song like The Bridge is Over. But on the other hand, he'll make a song like You Will Learn. So yeah, KRS-One, definitely KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, and Rakim, they all dropped gems of consciousness. Now, I don't follow or subscribe to their faith, but I do agree on some of the consciousness that they were dropping. And today, it's hard to find any consciousness in today's hip hop. So I just wanted to clear that up. But yeah, go ahead, King. I know it was off topic, but
oh, you good? You good? Because I can't think of right offhand. But somebody made a little playlist of oldies from like the 50s going forward to 2000s of different people dropping gems from different artists. I can't remember artists on my mind right now, but yeah, I mean, I was wow. They're going back in the 50s, people dropping that in their songs all the way to now, the current times.
Man, maybe I should do an episode when we just talk hip hop. We'll do like a top 5.
Top 5.
We'll do like a top 5. It'd be like a side topic. It probably won't be like the main topic. It'd probably be like a sidebar or something, just to lighten it up. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we still black. Well, a lot of us.
Yeah.
I know we got Israelites from we got Israelites from all over the globe. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, not everything changed. I mean, we can still listen to hip hop. I mean, I still listen to Big Daddy Kane and Rakim and KRS-One.
Right.
From time to time. I don't listen to music as much as I used to, though, to be honest with you. I really don't. But, it's from time to time. I guess like when I'm in the mood. Also, I like to address also number 3. He said, dang, you look younger than 20. He said, dang, you look younger than that. I'm 26. Well, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I used to get offended by that. I used to get offended, I used to get offended when people used to say that I look young. But now I'm like, man, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the compliment.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the most high. Jeans.
It's true. Yeah, black don't crack. Yeah, so I agree. I agree that just keep as much as you can. Keep as many laws as you possibly can. Hey, I'm definitely liking the beard. This is the best I can. Well, this is. Yeah, I get the weird beard. When I try to grow a beard, I got the Eminem weird beard. So I just say, screw it. And I did a topic on that. I did a video on that topic about shaving your beard. I'll put that on the Patreon because we're so divided. Like 12C, we so divided on everything, man. It's like I was like, let me just put that on the Patreon. For me to talk about whether if Israelites can shave or not shave, to shave or to not shave? That is the question. I put that on the
Skin
picture.
bumps, skin
Anyone else
bumps,
put that on
skin cream, skin bumps, skin cream. Yeah, I'm not really, I grew up a military parent, so, I
Mhm.
had shaved. So, and I don't like the itching. And, I know they got beard gel or stuff you can put in there. No, I'm just not, I've never been a fan of it. So I'm not going to start tomorrow. So,
Uh, yeah. Shalom to hands of the. Let me see the name. Hands to the plow. Oh, shalom, shalom. Peace, peace, peace to you, fam. Yeah, let us know what you think about tonight's crazy topic. Are Hebrew Israelites required to keep all 613 laws? Let us know your opinion. So yeah. In regards to your work 12T. So like, what are you currently working on?
you talking about on my video or my actual work?
Yeah, your videos, your videos.
I did the Great Reset pros and cons. So as I've been telling you, March is coming. March, you heard me say that a while. Well, now we in April, and as the stuff starts happening, tariffs started happening, and so I'm just trying to bring awareness to people that they may think that a lot of the stuff I share is not important, but it's very important because, like as we talked yesterday, you know, even trying to get information, like as you said, some things are for a service, and things of that nature. I basically research this stuff and then I explain it and then I share it on my Patreon and then I can make video content if people want, if they message me on there, say, hey, could you show us how to do it? Or, they want extra uh, information on that specific app or, how to accumulate this or that, different assets on there because a lot of the stuff that I research is tied to the real world. So a lot of the videos I try to make, I'm just trying to make it apparently clear
Mm-hmm.
that if people don't realize that this economy is about to go in the toilet, I mean, the fall of Babylon is almost here. It's here, but we at the door. It's just that everybody's tariffs. You are about to be replaced with robots and automation, and if you can't see that with your own eyes, stay sleep. Please stay sleep. Because you're gonna get your universal basic income. I'm trying to help you not get that. I'm trying to help you not. I'm trying to help you get something where you can move on your own. You don't want that free money ain't gonna be free like you think. Because it is time limited. So hey, it's for real talk. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do is just trying to wake the people up so that way they see. But like I said, a lot of people are asleep. They're asleep. It's just like the awakening. It's like talking to a brick wall. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. And what's funny is so the reason I started my channel was because I watch a lot of these YouTubers and I see how they present the stuff. And I felt like I could present it a little bit differently and just give them more context on stuff, just to share more information. But like I said, most people are like, oh, you can drive and you can collect something, earn something. That people, like I said, people don't care until they have to. That's what I've noticed. Most people are waiting till the last second, till they have to, and then that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. As we talked yesterday about, we still got to work to eat. So,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of these applications, like I gave you those 12 applications to post when we had our interview. Um, a lot of those applications, yes, they're all free and you're accumulating something, but all you're earning is a stock, a share of stock that you can change for fiat. It may be little to nothing, fractions of a cent. Some of it may be in the dollars. But when this economy changes to this digital, which we all know it's going that direction, once it switches, the switch is flipped. that's when that stuff's going to take off, and that paper money's going to start to get faded out. So that's what I'm trying. That's what I'm working on. Just trying to wake who I can wake up with what I do. You know,
Wow. I do
it's
got a
tough.
shot. I got a shout out. I got a shout out. Hands to the plow. Wow. I agree with you 1,000%. Wow. Yeah.
What do
They
you say?
facts. Yeah. Okay. Let me go ahead and read. Hands to the plow is going in. I'll go
Is
ahead and
it?
read. We can't keep the laws. Here, I'll put it on screen. We
Okay,
can't keep
please.
the laws of sacrifice. We don't know exactly who are the Levites. Christ became our
True.
sacrifice. He was heir to the throne through the lineage of David. Also, he is considered a priest. And also, right here, I'll highlight this part. After the order of Melchizedek, I believe. And I addressed that earlier. As if you recall, 12 TJC, I said that we're
Yep.
under the order of Melchizedek earlier.
Yep.
We're not under the Levitical priesthood. Now, we do have Levites, and okay, maybe I might disagree with Hands of the Plow, maybe slightly. I don't even know if it's
Okay.
really disagree. Maybe it's just another perspective. Now, there's some Levites out there that believe they're Levites. I can't say they're not a Levite. It's not me. It's not for me to say you're not a Levite. Like, I don't have that authority to be like, okay, you're Lewi, you're not Lewi. So that's my slight different perspective.
True.
If a person believes they're Levite and they can prove it, well, they're a Levite. However, the fact still remains that we are under the order of Melchizedek, and Yahusha HaMashiach is the high priest, if you ask me. So, but yeah, no diss to all our Lewi brothers out there. All our Levite brothers, salute. For sure. But yeah, I like just the energy and the answers that Hands to the Plow brought up in the chat.
Or we can close the doors. Hey guys, we can close the doors. Come on, let's close the door. We can close the doors. Just 40K now. We have to jump that. We have to bump that up to 80K now. 80K.
Woo! Oh man. Yeah, family. 12T is talking about not pastor, bishop. He's a bishop. I have to say that. I gotta correct myself. I called him a pastor. He's a bishop. Bishop Marvin Sapp. He closed the doors. He had the ushers close the doors and had the congregants in the building give 20,000, and he had the congregants online give 20,000 for their fundraiser. And after the people in the church, after they gave, the doors were open. They could leave. But yeah, I talked about that yesterday. We did a reaction video. I was clowning. I was having fun. But I did play the part. I did play the portion where he's talking about what 12 TJC just said. Close the doors. Close the doors. Well, we watched the video in context, and I don't think we got anything misunderstood or misconstrued or however you say it. We didn't get anything twisted. He was strong arming them people.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that. I'm gonna take that. We closing the doors, everybody. We closing the doors.
Oh man, that was mob boss.
Oh
That
man,
was mafioso
man.
mob.
I guess he got the people that got his back, though. I guess that's what I would say.
Yeah, you're always gonna have that though, right? You're gonna have your diehards. You're gonna have people that's just, they don't. You're gonna have people that don't think for themselves. They're just gonna follow a man or a woman because I don't, whatever reason. But
Right,
it's
right.
unfortunate.
That
But yeah, I
is
mean, if somebody's wrong, just respectfully, let them know, like, hey, this is not how you go about it. Now, if they still resist, okay, then you can check them. But
right.
bring it to their attention. Yeah, it's a shame. That was funny though. I mean, it was funny, but it wasn't funny.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's something else. Like I said, it gave me flashbacks
Oh
of
man. Oh
Christianity.
man. Oh man. Yeah, I got too many of them. Oh man. Yeah, my I'm not gonna mention their name. I'm not even gonna mention the church, but they used to say do not give no less than 5. I kid you not. Like when the basket go around, they like, don't give no less than 5. He would really go up there and say, no less than 5, no less than 5.
What?
No
Wow.
less than $5. And $5,
Yeah, never.
then what's that? What's that now? Like $15 now?
Wow.
This was like 2000. This was 2002. You was talking about no less than 5. So yeah, what like you this is your expertise. What's and your guess? What's $5 worth today?
$5 worth today.
Yeah, $5 from 2002. $5 from 2002. What's $5 today?
Man, it depending on what we could say like an item. I mean,
like would it be like $15? Would it be $20? Would it be $10?
Probably,
Like,
I'd probably go with 10 or something. Probably be 10.
Okay. Man.
Depending on where you're at, because if you're in California, it'd be 20 or 30.
Man, I remember when I was like in middle school, like, correct me if I'm wrong. I think like you go to McDonald's, you can get like a value meal. You can get like a soda, a cheeseburger, and some fries for like $4.99 or whatever.
Yep, true.
Yeah, for like $5. Like, man, now it's like, yeah, forget that. I don't even know if they even have a value meal, a dollar meal.
$10.
I used to have a, yeah, it's like at least $10. I haven't been to McDonald's in years, man.
Yeah, I don't eat that. Yeah, try not to eat that.
Man, I haven't done that in years.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that anyway.
You know, it's terrible for you.
You ever watch how that stuff's made? Yeah, you ain't gonna eat it.
Yeah,
I think the only thing that's legit is the quarter pounders.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's the only food in there that the only meat because for it to be considered meat, it has to be 30%. FDA it has to be 30% because they got soy like in the cheeseburgers, that were the normal ones. Yeah, that's got soy and all that other stuff in there. Chemical, petro stuff. I mean, they got some stuff in there. Them chicken nuggets, they got all kind. They got petros and a lot of stuff that you wouldn't believe.
Oh man, them chicken nuggets used to hit back in the day too.
Man.
Oh man. Oh, with the barbecue sauce. Oh man, stop it.
Man, that's sweet and sour though. Man, that's sweet and sour. That was like your Asian chicken nugget.
Yeah. For a discount, right? For the logo.
Yeah. Yeah. You just rather go to the Asian restaurant though now. Get you a big plate. Or the buffet.
Oh, yeah, I used to get them little 50 cent. I think it was 50 cents, right? 50 cent apple pies. I used to get those.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh
man,
Sunday.
you're making me
like
think of the churches now. Some apple pies. Ooh. Yeah, I did like
terrible.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, King. My bad.
No, you're right. No, I just believe. Yeah, no, I believe that the end of the eating that we have been doing is coming to an end. Yeah, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Everybody be cooking from home.
Yeah, that's been a blessing. Like my wife does the cooking. Shout out to my wife. Man, you think I'm skinny? I'd be like 10 pounds skinny. I'd be 10 pounds skinnier if it wasn't for my wife. But man,
she made you some good food too. She made you some good food.
Man, tell me about it. I got to eat it, man.
Hey, check out what Ultimate 3 just said. Read what he just said.
Okay, let me highlight it. Did y'all know most bread has pork in it? It's called mono, and oh man, I don't know how you pronounce that. No,
I don't even know. I never even. Yeah, that one I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, I gotta look that up. Osman number 3. I feel you. I just like to do my due diligence because you're saying
Yeah.
most bread though. Most bread got pork in it.
Wow.
Like we heard the other day. You was on the platform when we had Yehuda from Manchester,
Uh-huh.
the United Kingdom. He
Yeah.
said that he had to switch his toothpaste because the toothpaste he was using had pork in it.
Wow. That's right.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I mean, they used to
yeah.
do some wicked stuff to our ancestors to, you know, make us eat that stuff, to get us acclimated to it, right? Man, wicked people. We got to be careful with that now, because now it just make me want to think of, like I said, we talked about technology a little bit. In the future, you need to look up 3D printing machines, food food wise. That's coming.
Oh, oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh, oh, yeah.
See, I knew about the 3D printer. That's been around for a while,
No,
but
but I mean for
3D
the
printing
food though.
food? Oh man.
Uh,
Oh,
see with technology. So that's what I was trying to explain to you yesterday, or in the
uh-huh.
last several weeks. Technology is more advanced than what we all about to see. Technology take a leap, like a super leap. You gonna think you in, Star Trek or something, Jetsons. I mean, and I know it doesn't sound logical. It doesn't. But did the world did before 2020 when everybody said the world would stop? Did the people believe it? No. But what happened? The world stopped. So
Yeah, sure did.
so I mean anything can happen.
Yeah,
And
the
that was
sun, the
kind
moon, the
of
stars, everything stopped.
hey,
It sure
hey,
did though.
no, but
Yeah,
even with
yeah.
that, just to veer off a little bit, even with that, just like somebody wanted you, and I'm keeping it cool for like the jab. Just think in the future, they're gonna have some type of medical thing. Here, take the jab for whatever reason. Oh, by the way, they're not gonna say it's a mark in it. They're not, but this is for a medical reason for you to live. Don't trust in Yah. Trust in this. Trust in this tool or uh, technical machine or something. Oh, for example, they have a machine that you on your phone you can scan your face and it tell you what's wrong with you.
Wow.
I haven't even shared that.
We might,
I haven't even shared that app with
we,
my Patreon yet.
we might have to do another interview.
I told you, man. I have more. I got. I look at the competition of who posts stuff because I kind of stopped posting on X recently. I just look. Majority of people don't have what I have. I mean, majority people they have stuff, but I have stuff that they don't got. As far as because I don't even look for it now. Starting to think my phone is S23 Ultra. I'm starting to believe that it has AI in it, right? So I believe that it finds what I'm looking for. And no, I mean, like I told you when I was telling you about these apps and stuff, I think it finds exactly what I'm looking for. I don't even have to look for it no more. I mean, it's same thing with the Brews channels. I don't even look for it; it just finds it. I pray about something. I don't pray out loud. I pray in my own head, and then about what I'm trying to look for. And that's how I told you I found like the Argentina, blacks in Argentina or different places. I'm like, what in the? I was just like, oh, that's how they got rid of my people. Wow, I mean, it's amazing, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
sure.
technology, we in a transformation to a digital transformation. It's serious.
But it's all good though. We just tap
Yeah,
in
tap
to
into
knowing
the
how to
Father,
use it.
Spirit.
Yeah,
Yeah, tap in how to use
both
it.
tops. Yeah. Right.
and the spiritual. We need the spiritual
Yeah.
and know how to use the stuff.
Oh yeah. We're unstoppable when we do both.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
sure. We tapped in spiritually first off, and then we about the application, and then we tapped into the tech, the technology, the knowledge, and we're applying it.
Right.
Man, yeah, we gotta be on top of it, or it'll be on top of us.
Right. Right. I mean, it's for
Pause.
example, for example, yeah, bars.
Pause.
Or pause,
Yeah.
but bars. No, but for example, you know how last year they had the dock workers striking, all over. Well, in California, you got those automated um docks there now, but now they're trying to bring that everywhere else, and it's already in the other countries. You can YouTube that easy. That's easy
I
to
saw.
find.
I think you had a video on that. I watched it
Yeah,
on
yeah,
your channel.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. They ain't playing.
Yeah. No, they not.
You work at Amazon,
Yeah.
you gonna be replaced.
Oh, you going
I
on
mean,
strike?
yeah, oh, they
You
already on
doing
that.
what?
They
Yeah.
already on that. They already on that. Yeah, but do that. What did the old press say? You strike, you're fired. Yeah. So you already know that. You already know the deal. I mean, but that's what is that's what is, that's what's crazy with a lot of this stuff. There's a lot of people that believe in him and what he's doing. I mean, our people. There's our people that believe. I mean, I know the Gentiles do, but they don't understand. Oh, we get some overtime. See, you're not realizing that, or he's taking away tax. You're not realizing that this economy is about to change, and you gonna be sitting your butt at home. And that's the real talk. And how you gonna get some money? UBI, Universal Basic Income. And how are they gonna get that money? Where are they gonna get that money from? The tariffs. Is anybody telling you that? No. I just did. And that's how they gonna get the money to pay you to sit at home.
Mm.
VR, metaverse, Facebook, metaverse, meta world. They're gonna put you in that 3D world. You ever seen I can't even think of the name of it now. I just had it in my head. Like where a kid puts on a VR, it's a movie where they live in like a VR world. I can't even think of what the name of it is. Exactly. Let me use this other phone. Let's see if I can figure it out what the name of it is.
Is it like a device or?
Yeah. Ready Play 4 or something like that. Let me see. Ready Play
Yeah.
1. Ready Player 1.
Okay.
2018 film. But yeah, Ready Player 1. But yeah, I mean, they got a lot. They show us technology that they have. That's what's coming. They already have Meta out. Meta is already out, but this is for in the next several years. Because you got to look at the bigger picture. They have an agenda. They have an agenda. It used to be 2020. Now it's 2030. 2028. They trying to have stuff lined up. Perez has a job to do to bring us into the fourth industrial revolution, which replaces humanity out of the workforce and brings in automation, self-driving cars. You look at China, everybody talking about Elon Musk, oh, he's losing money. But you're not looking at that he just released all his cars, his robots for the house, just like iRobot, all in China. And it's going to happen in the east and head to the west. So it's coming from over there to over here. And it's a plan. It's planned. Obviously they have bricks. They downplan it, but eventually bricks is going to take the top dog global power seat,
Mm-hmm.
world
Yeah.
currency, as you've seen, tied to gold, wheat, oil, and corn. This ain't no game, fellas and ladies. This ain't no game. This is our livelihoods, our babies. You know, our families, our loved ones. This is not a time to play. It's time to wake up, smell the Folgers in your cup, and start really looking at what you're looking at. Is what do you watch on TV, and what is a TV? TV is abbreviation for what, Jaden?
Television.
Tell a
Television.
vision. Tell a vision. Tell. I always say tell live vision. Tell lies vision.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Tell lies vision.
But yeah, they do. They give you some truth. They give you a little bit. They definitely sprinkle a little bit.
I was trying to hold on to King Keturah, but man,
yeah, King Keturah is not here. Where you at? He said, yeah. I'll be. Where you at? We was trying to hear what you had to say, brother. Yeah, no, I do like King Keturah.
I love talking. Yeah, that's our brother right there for sure.
Yeah, I love King Keturah. I mean, on some topics that he knows. I mean, I can't really defend or go against because I don't. I would have to look at the source of what he's talking about. Because like with us, I know. But yeah, it's no doubt in my mind. But yeah, but yeah, no, I agree. I definitely agree with King K on some stuff. Yeah, he is very knowledgeable about some stuff for sure.
Yeah, and I like hearing just a different perspective. He brought out information that I haven't ever heard before, ever. So I'm always curious about new information, and I just like I like that. I like his passion. I like his energy. Like
I love it.
I mean he gives it to the chat. I mean
yeah, you do.
When Christians come in, you both of y'all be cutting the chat, but I mean they do it. They deserve it. They deserve it. So.
Yeah, because that was one thing. You just reminded me. I wanted to write this down. I forgot to write this down last week. Yeah, I mean, a lot of stuff, that the Christians come with. I mean, I get why they feel the way they do, but there's some questions that they have to answer before they can before they can talk to Moray. They need to answer some questions, like can you give us the description of Yahweh, or what's his name? Let's go with that. What do you call him? What do you call him? What do you call him? The Son or the Father? What's the name? How long is that letter J been alive? I mean, it's not that I want to just open doors, but it's like just simplicity. What people on earth fit the curses? Please tell me. Please tell me. Like those, just simple stuff like that. I mean, because
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. That's what they always say. There's neither Jew nor Greek. There's no difference. We're all one in Christ Jesus. They use the same scriptures.
Right. Yeah, but they can do without will, because that's their God or their person they follow, and we over here trying to follow commandments to the best of our abilities. It's like, which one is it?
Yeah, right.
Which one? Which side are you? Which side are you on? Because there, when you actually look at this, there's only one true Messiah, but there's two Messiahs. The one that's faking, that's baking, like Porky, and then the real deal. The one that's gonna crack open the sky when he returns, and he coming for his fam. So which one do you serve? Because that's the key. Which one do y'all? Christianity, is very loose. It's very loose. There's no. I don't see anything solid about it. It's pagan. I mean, what holidays do you not follow?
Oh man.
I have
Anything but the
a
Bible?
yeah,
Because if it's in the Bible, they're not going to follow that. Why would they do that? It's in the Bible.
right. I have a Gentile friend, female friend, and I was talking with her. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting my kid ready for Easter." And I'm like, "You doing what?" I was like, "Oh, no, you stay over there. You stay on your side. I can't even chill with you. Like, nah, I'm good. Getting your baby dressed. Like, no, stay over there. You know, nah, I can't hang out with that. Like, no,
Mm-mm.
I don't celebrate it. You shouldn't be celebrated.
Yeah.
You do what you want
Hell
to do.
no. Right.
You have the right to do what you want to do. You do what you need to do.
They
I
have the
believe in
right
the
to be wrong.
scriptures. I believe in the scriptures, and I guess you do too, but not to the point that I do. So we have a right to disagree.
Hands of the Plow brought up a good point. Hands of the
What's
Plow
that?
says, but honestly, I think some Christians do walk in the Spirit, but are ignorant about some things. What's your take on that, 12T?
I honestly, I think some Christians walk in the spirit. Um, technically, I mean, it's my opinion. Maybe everybody might not have the same opinion that I have. Um, I kind of agree to that to a sense. I believe that there are some that do believe in Yahweh and Yahusha. I do believe that, but for example, I got an uncle. I know he believes. I send him videos all the time. He's like, keep learning your history. And I'm like, it's your history too. you know. And he's like, no, but he enjoys it. But he still goes to church on Sunday. I'm like, you cannot do that. You gotta stop that. And then still eating swine. I'm like, you can't do that either. I you've read the scripture with me. I've read it out. I mean, I went through the colors and everything, I mean, I'm black and comely, all that, through the whole, all that, through the Deuteronomy 28, and he get it. It's just, I believe what the plow's talking about is that I believe that some people, I mean, my uncle is in retirement age, so in his 60s, 70s, something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe that, I mean, he can't give it up. I mean, it's just he's indoctrinated. You know what I mean? So I do believe some people are just like clenching on. Hold. It's hard to let go. You know.
That's a good point. When you've been doing something for so long, it's hard just to make that change.
It's
So, like,
hard.
stop going to church, like, especially like if you've been going to the same church for years. I'm just generally speaking, you've been going to the same
Right.
church for years, and you cool with people there, and you've been eating pork for a long time. It's like, and then just making that change, especially later on in life. I can see that it can be difficult, but I don't think it's impossible.
I know. I definitely. I'm not giving no excuses. I'm not giving no excuses for. I'm
Oh,
not
dang,
giving no
dang,
excuses for nobody. But
dang.
since now I know, and I'm showing that I don't eat pork. I don't. Like I eat goat and lamb, deer, um,
I haven't
beef.
had that before. I never tried deer. You said
Deer
deer?
is good. Yeah, deer is good. Yeah, it's good. If you get the right person, you can either smoke it on a grill. I mean, but you gotta season it up. Now, you
Okay.
you can't be playing. Like you putting that on a
Yeah.
grill, you better slap your mama on there. I mean, but and
That's a
that's
good
a
one.
real seasoning too, though.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
real seasoning. That's a real
Yeah,
seasoning
yeah,
too.
yeah. I know.
Yeah, no, but I
We might
mean
have it.
deep.
We might have it in the house. We might have slap your mama in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
house. Yeah,
But yeah, I
I know we
mean
did. Yeah.
dredge it in seasoning. That way, but you can brine it. You can brine the meat. If you know how to make a brine, and then leave it holding in the water a couple days, and then you can fry it. I mean, whatever you want. There's many things you can do with it.
That's a good question right here. Ultimate number 3 says, "Have you tried cow tongue?"
No. Cow tongue. Wait a minute. Wait a
Cow
minute. Wait a
tongue.
minute. Wait a minute.
You from the South, Ox, so
Yeah, well, no, I would no cross borders possibly without knowing. It's possible. I'm gonna say it's possible.
what about oxtail? That's another famous one too.
Oxtails, yeah, I've had that a
Oxtail,
long time ago.
oxtail.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep. Grandma used to make that a long time ago. Long time ago.
Yeah, we might just do an episode about food as well.
Man,
They may do like a side.
man,
Yeah, we just talk
I
about
think
food.
your wife should make a cookbook.
Oh man, man. Yeah, my wife.
The Jade and Jazz special cook Israelite
Oh, I'll definitely.
special
I'll be
cookbook.
a thief. I'll be a thief. I'll just be up there stealing. I mean, she's the talent. She's the cook. I'm just there. Like
You
I'm
just eat it.
I just eat right. I'm the guy just testing the food. I mean, basically. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
my wife. She is a great cook.
Okay, so I help you. So
Okay.
she makes the cookbook, and then you got to give it 5 stars, and then you got to write a review, so it's on
That's
the
right.
page because you the husband.
That's right. That's right. You already
He's
know.
like, I give this a 2 because I didn't like this. Yeah,
You already.
I'm gonna get in trouble.
Yeah, I like to see more of that in our community too. Is entrepreneurship. I like to see that. Just at least to have a side hustle. At least a side hustle. Just having multiple streams of income, whether it's
Yeah, yeah,
hobby, passion, a problem. That's what I desire even more for us. Let's fix a problem because man, we got plenty of them. So
plenty,
when you said
plenty.
that, it's made me because a cookbook. That's a great idea. That's actually a fantastic idea when you think about that 12T.
Yeah,
Because we've been so indoctrinated by eating the American way, eating all this trash, eating the oppressor's food. Like we make it like a Hebrew Israelite cookbook, like some Hebrew Israelite soul food, like
yeah,
ways to switch out to put pork away and to flip it for sure. Because like my wife, like with gumbo, like when she makes gumbo, like she flips it, like instead of using like shrimp and crab, like she puts cod,
right.
and cod is clean, and cod is like it's a lot. Like you get a whole lot more meat in cod than you would like them little crab legs. Like you spending like all the time breaking up the little
Yeah, I don't.
legs
Yeah,
and
I
grinding
never,
them in.
I never knew why people. I never liked that. Like, why would I want to waste my time to eat that? Like, I don't want to work to eat like that. That's crazy. I've never ate that. Um,
Especially without the utensils, especially if you're just doing it by hand, you're just sitting here just breaking crab legs just for a little piece of meat. It's like,
right. Yeah, I've watched people eat the what they call that crawfish. That I mean, that's the ugliest fish, whatever you want to call it, animal that you can eat. Yeah, that's one ugly animal. I wouldn't
I
eat it.
gotta say, peace to hands to the plow.
Yeah,
Shalom,
hands to
shalom to you.
plow.
Yeah.
Did
Have a
I
blessed
answer your
evening.
question? Did I answer your question there, brother? Shalom, Ultimate 3.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, because yeah, I mean, yeah, I pray for our people to that Yah takes the blinders off, and I know He is. I mean, I just believe that everybody has an appointed time with anything and everything. Everybody has an appointed time. You know, maybe me saying something or Jaden saying something may not work on you today, but maybe 6 months later, 3 months later, some random person comes up to you and says it in your ear, and then it just clicks. Because that's kind of like I've had that happen with my mom, trying to tell my mom about like, hey, this and this is happening, from the economy to this Bible, let them know. I'm like, well, how come it got brown people up in here? Like this is like 6 years ago. I'm like, why does it say it in here? It says it right here. Tell me why this say this. Why does it say this? Because you know Yeah, because that's one thing. Why, if color don't matter, why I say this right here? Why is this in here? you know, and and she just looked at me. She couldn't give me an answer. She couldn't give me an answer. But but it was just like, she's like, just keep studying. And then, I was studying so much, I was driving her, I call her, talk to her, I was driving her crazy. I was driving, that's all you talk about. Yes, I'm talking about Yahweh, Yahuwah, Hallelujah. Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing, But you know what was funny is later on, somebody, whether it was this digital stuff or this uh Hebraic stuff, it just came to her lap by somebody else, and she's like, "You told me." I was like, "I know." And honestly, I really have no idea why he woke me up to this. I mean, well, because I told you about how I got in the truth, but studying the digital stuff, because once I seen that it was control, I was like, that's the mark. I know it. I knew it automatic. I was like, that's gonna lead to the mark. I know it. But like I said, in the meantime, I think we still got some years to go. But yeah, before that time happened. But yet, yeah, I just pray for all our people, even the Gentiles, to just have open minds, open spirit. Analyze, look at stuff. Um, if somebody teaches you scripture, research and make sure it says the same thing that they saying, because somebody could take scripture out of context and tell you what they feel, and it doesn't say that.
Right. Right. Right.
And that's why I like how you come on and then you bring the Hebrew text. Like I
Yeah, I
like I
appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate
yeah,
that.
I like
You know,
that.
what I learned from my teachers, and what I love about my teachers is they teach the message that we should learn on our own. Like, because
Right.
really, a teacher is a glorified student. Is an advanced student, but it's all about
Right.
learning. But like, a great teacher will encourage their student to learn on their own, and to the
Right.
point you learn on your own. You go on your own journey, and while you're on your journey, come back and teach me something. Go back and teach the teacher something. That's how it's supposed to be. So,
Right.
yeah, that's my approach. I try to be objective. I try to be fair, um, and just try to do my best, because we all make mistakes with the scriptures. I mean, hey, I make mistakes. Everybody makes
Man.
mistakes. Everybody does.
Right.
But like that's not the objective. The objective is like we're not trying to go out of our way to mislead people.
Right.
Because
Right.
yeah,
Right.
anytime you're teaching the word, you're under a stricter judgment. You're held to a higher accountability. So you have to be
Right.
careful what you say. But that's
Right.
not the goal. Like the goal is not to lie to people or strong arm people or close the doors on people or to deceive people. It's just
Man.
to do your best to show people this is how you arrive to the conclusion. And I show people like how I arrived to my conclusions, but feel free to double check it or bring something new or bring a different perspective, because at the end of the day, we're trying our best to arrive to the answer. So that's my stance on that,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's interesting. That's interesting because that's just like I just popped up YouTube. There you were. I'm like, oh wow, you have another show today? Okay, let's jump on. Let's see what's going on. And then the topic, I was like, oh man, I was like, the camps is coming for him. That's what I was thinking. That's what I felt in my spirit. My spirit was like, I know that they're gonna be ready to battle you today.
Now, if I wanted them to come, if I really wanted them to come, I'd probably brought up something about maybe about women or something. Like if I would have made like because you see that in a lot of the camps. You see a lot of you see the men up here, the women down here. So like if I would have brought up a topic maybe about like can women teach or lead, maybe they would have came at me. But I see why you're saying that, because I brought up all the laws, and they say, well, not
Right.
all,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
some of them say keep all the laws, keep all the statutes, keep all the commandments. But from my opinion, I don't see how we can do that today.
Right. Right.
I don't see how we can do
Yeah.
that.
I've seen some interesting stuff from these camps. Dating adolescents. I'm not even gonna say the age to get your channel, but I've seen. I've seen
Was it
some.
GMS? Was it GMS?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I already know where you're going. We're not gonna say
Yeah.
it
I've
was just
seen that.
YouTube.
I'm
We
like.
already, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
see.
I know. I'm not
Yeah,
even saying that. I'm not saying that.
yeah.
No, no,
Me
no.
neither. Me neither.
Uh-uh.
I'm on my
Nah,
best
but
behavior.
no, 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 no. Yeah, we gonna make sure you good. But yeah, yeah. I just thought, you know, yeah, that's interesting that they have. I've seen that, and I was just like, wow, like what gives them? What gives you the right? Come on, man. Okay, whatever you say. Remember, we
Shalom,
all have
shalom,
to.
shalom, shalom. Zoom play. Shalom, shalom. Zoom play. That's my brother right there. What's good, King? Zoom play be
Oh,
he
King
be
Victoria answered.
keeping me
What's up,
posted. Yeah, he
Zoom?
be keeping me posted on IG. Appreciate the content. Zoom play. Yeah, my bad. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, you good. You good.
Yeah, I just
No,
wanted
you
to shout
good.
out
No, I was
Zoom
reading.
play.
No, what's up, Zoom? Shalom, Zoom. King. Yeah, King K. I think that's evil, bro. I think that's wild, man. I'm agreeing with King K. He know what I'm talking about.
Oh, this is another good one too. Ultimate number 3 said they be saying women can't wear pants. I did a video on my Patreon on that. I did a whole lesson on that. And the title of the video is Woman, Women. It says, let me recall. The title of the video is Women Can Wear Pants. And on the image of the thumbnail, the image of the video is a woman wearing pants. I show and prove that women actually can wear pants. But feel free to disagree with me. But I show and prove in the Patreon video. But that's my position on that. That's what they say. They say women can't wear pants, but I show and prove that women can wear pants. But yeah, I'm
But
gonna leave it at
men and
that.
women are not supposed to wear each other's clothes, right? I want to see what their opinion is on that.
Well, they can't. You said women can't wear each other's
Men
clothes.
and women cannot swap clothes. Swap clothes. Wear like men are not supposed to wear women's clothes. Like men putting on a skirt, or a woman putting on.
I
Let's say
want
what,
see.
what
I want to speak on. I want to,
Yeah,
but
no,
I'll
no,
just
I'll
leave
be
it. It's on
quiet.
the video.
No, but no, no,
It's
no.
on the
But
video.
what,
I answer
what,
that on the
what?
video. I answer that on the
Okay,
video.
okay, yeah.
It's on
You
the
need to
video. Yeah.
make a channel for that. But
No,
make another, or not
no,
a channel, another
no, that's
topic
what I'm
day.
saying. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that what you said, I addressed that in the
Oh,
Patreon. Like
okay, okay,
that
okay.
videos, that video, women can wear pants is on the Patreon.
Oh, it's on the same
It's on
thing.
there for, and that's why I put it on the Patreon because, like, I mean it when I say like, there's certain messages I can't bring out on YouTube because I know how
Right,
sensitive our people can get. So
right,
for people who are like really curious, whether they agree with me or not, the people that are just curious to hear like what my research leads me to, that's for those, for the people who want that advanced information. You can get it on the Patreon. But I learned to like create a Patreon and put your spicy material, people who like hot sauce, they like the hot spicy content, put that on the Patreon because we disagree on so much here, but when it comes to like that topic right there that ultimate number 3
okay,
brought up,
that topic's over there.
yeah, I can't put that on YouTube. If you ask, I just don't
Right.
want
Oh
to. I
yeah,
don't want to put that. Yeah,
yeah. I hear you. Yeah,
like because if they're interested in the information, if they're really interested, they'll watch it, they'll check it out. But if they just want to bash me, then they could do that on the YouTube or whatever. That's why I'm like, I don't want to just put it on YouTube because they're just gonna just ridicule me without actually hearing the argument. They're just gonna read the title and just say all kinds of stuff. Even though it doesn't affect me, I have Teflon skin. I just want to reserve that content for people who are really thirsty for it. And if you're really thirsty
right,
for it, well, yeah, they can subscribe and watch the video and subscribe anytime. You can unsubscribe and subscribe anytime. No pressure. But
right.
yeah, I addressed that ultimate number 3 on my Patreon.
Definitely, definitely. Please check out his Patreon. How much is your Patreon, by the way? So
Oh,
that way they know.
Well, I got tiers. I start the lowest $2.
$2.
Actually, I lied. You can sign up for free. Anybody can sign up for free. But like
Mhm.
I start with $2 and then $5 and then with $10, then $20, and then $50, and then it goes up from there. But yeah, I'm just like, it's
So
different tiers,
okay,
but
yeah, that's cool. So it goes up from there. Okay, well that's cool.
yeah.
Okay, I was just curious because I haven't went to your Patreon. Yeah, I mean I have the free on my Patreon as well, and then well I've had it free for a long time because I originally started mine for people overseas, and then the second I had one that was way too hot for YouTube, the Patreon, and I think they kind of blocked me there. And then I made a different one, which is the current one, and I've had that one up for a year. And yeah, I try to be. I don't want to get too crazy on there because I don't need them blocking my stuff there either. Because I put some. So I research, like you said, too hot content.
Yeah.
I start mine at what is it? There's obviously free, and then there's
Uh-huh.
I think it's at 25, and then for people who just want to research somebody to research apps and learn some apps and stuff. That's what 25, and then for if someone want to take it to an advanced level, like they want to see what I'm investing in, tokens or things that I invest in, I think that's at 60. I'm thinking 60 something. It's either 60 or 70. I'm not exactly sure. Somewhere. 'Cause I haven't checked it in a while. But
Yeah. I haven't updated my Patreon in a while. So it's been, I want to say, I think it was, at least over a month since I've added anything to it. But yeah, I mean, hey, people can sign up for free. But yeah, it's like
right.
anything. Like the more value you want for something, yeah, you would have to,
Right,
contribute
right, right.
a little more.
'Cause actually, I was liking King K's deal yesterday because he was like, "Yeah, I'll just give it for free." I'm like, "Man, I've been giving this stuff for free, and ain't nobody taking it to the bank." And that was kind of like me and you talking. Where you're like, "Yeah, some people got to, they want that juicy content. Subscribe,
Hmm.
if you want that extra content, because I'm like." I don't know about you or me, I mean, but for like if you have your Hebrew lessons, I mean, I think that's very beneficial to our people, and I don't see why somebody wouldn't like donate. That's like donating to learn. Like, hey, you're teaching me something I don't know. And the same thing with my stuff as well, because it's like the only difference is, like I said, yours is on the spiritual level. Mine is on current to financial crash to little money right now to big money later. So, for example, a lot of those apps. So like on YouTube, I share the apps I gave you that I gave you to put in your chat. A lot
Yeah.
of those apps are with the biggest company and one of the biggest companies in the digital space. You think those are going to be cheap whenever those stocks eventually get the value? I don't think so.
I don't
Hundreds
either.
to thousands. So, that's why I post a lot of stuff on Patreon as well. Yeah, I think I have almost 1,000 posts in a year. And normally I post also, so I also gather video content separate than mine that, I get from YouTube or whatever, like government officials to them telling you news articles showing you that it's a global plan. Like yesterday when we got off the live, I sent you my Rumble
Yeah.
video of 5,000 banks approved for uh, dealing with assets in the U.S. by the FDIC, as well as central bank digital currencies or CBDCs, and where you can find them and how to look them up in your email yesterday. So, yeah, this ain't no game. Like I prove everything that I talk about. It's like show and tell. If you
That's
want to
right.
know, you better look it up. But that's why I just said I'm gonna start just making the video, a little more video content with the AI stuff to build so I can get the message across, and then just bring proof with it so that way they can see for themselves. Because time is slipping. It ain't tripping, it's slipping. Because you got to remember, there's one entity that's got a short time, and he got to get everything in play for him to be here, right? That's what all this technology. You better believe.
Yep,
You better. Yeah, yeah. I hope we get to leave before then.
yeah. We got speaking in code around here.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I hope we get to leave before then. I
That's
hope
right.
we escape. I pray we
Yes.
are worthy to escape. Second Exodus. I hope people in chat believe in the second Exodus because it's gonna happen.
Mm, mm.
You man,
Man,
or if
on
you
that,
hear if you don't leave and you hear, you know what not to do.
mm.
I pray you're not here, and I pray me too.
Well, you know what? I think we finna close. I'm sorry,
Okay,
King Guitar.
I was hoping
Maybe
King
another.
K was coming back.
Yeah, man. I'm.
Nah, he's not coming.
Well, he wanted to earlier when I read. I think he said he wanted to come on, but I didn't. Well, I could have put the link on the screen, but
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I
Let
don't
me
know.
let me see. Let me see what King K saying here. He said, "Did you do? Hold on. Because our people all about do a video about making money and bettering their life. They don't show. They want drama. Yeah. Well, you know what, King K, brother. I've been spreading this stuff for years, man. I've been talking about this stuff ever since I got in the awakening because learning about this is how I got in the awakening, and I've been talking about it. You know, when the stuff happens and the people that didn't listen to any of the stuff or they did, I mean, there's nothing you can do for them at that point. I mean, it's they gonna be on UBI and that's it, bro. I mean, there's nothing you can't go backwards.
I
They
gotta
don't.
say, I gotta say, I gotta say this. I gotta say this real quick. Shalom, shalom to S. Rome, Burhane. Shalom to S. Rome, Burnham. What's good, King?
Shalom.
Shalom to you. Shalom, shalom.
He said, "Big guy."
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
feel you. No, it's not that
yeah,
I don't get tired of talking about it, brother. I definitely don't.
yeah.
It's what gets tiring is that the people, because I try not to compare, sharing the scripture and this other technology, because they're two different things. Because one's spiritual, then the other stuff's technology. But in the same sense, like you're trying to bring a message across and you're trying to get people to see, and it's like they just can't see. They just can't see. And I mean, when that train come, it ain't stopping. And when it hits, I
Woo!
mean, it is over. I mean, yeah, as you seen last night, with them terrorists to this morning and to now reverse of some tariffs, and then the market goes up. I mean, it ain't the end for China. I'm telling you, people are deceiving themselves if they don't think BRICS ain't gonna be on top. You know,
Well, on a
It's-
lighter note, on a lighter note, on a joke right here,
yeah. Go ahead.
King Couture says at 12 CJC. Nah, I'm tired from work and Jayden tired. Yeah, you right
Okay.
about that. I'm
Yeah,
definitely
yeah,
tired.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah, you work. I went to work today, man. Yeah, I had to go to work today too, man. Yeah, I was
Yeah, same
tired.
here.
I was tired. Yeah, work wore me out today. But yeah, brother, brother Jaden, man, I love what you do. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep helping our people. You know, it's definitely you're definitely one of the leading people helping people in truth and honesty and helping bring back the spirit of the Most High because it's in the spirit of the fruits. in the spirit of the fruits, and your actions and your words are like a lion roaring, brother. They roaring. And yeah, I just pray that the Yah blesses his light upon you and your family, and that, he gives you grace and bliss, my brother. Because you that's what I said, man. You need to get your stuff on the if you need help, I will
Okay.
volunteer my time to get your stuff, your videos. Hold on. There we go. I will
All right. All
volunteer
right.
my time. I will volunteer my time to help you get your stuff on Hebrew Connect. If you send me the stuff, because we need to get you lit up over there.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, the compliments, the edification, the knowledge that you share with me, the knowledge, wisdom, and the understanding. I appreciate you. And yes,
Yeah.
I will take heed. Man, I gotta make time. I gotta make time
Right.
to sign
That's
up to
tough.
Hebrew Connect. Cause yeah, you've been telling me you like sign up to Hebrew Connect, get on Hebrew Connect, get on Hebrew Connect. So for sure, I just have to just make time to do it. Cause I'm extremely busy, but that's no excuse. I just gotta make it time. I just gotta make time for it. I gotta write it down. Like for me, like I like to say it, write it, and do it. So I got to do
Yeah, I
that with
mean,
Hebrew
they
Connect.
have a lot of content on there. I mean, I still haven't signed up, but I have the app though. I do go on there. You still can
Okay.
watch videos on there without signing up. But no, because I'm not gonna make a channel or nothing. But I mean, just to be a part of it.
Okay.
You got good content, and like if you upload a video to YouTube, you could upload it there too. I mean,
You could just,
double.
I see what you're saying. Just upload it.
Yeah. I mean, because I just believe your it'd be like your penmanship, your study your word, and then also bring in you bring in the Hebraic text. Just it hits more people. It's more
Got
people,
you.
more
For
broader
sure.
people, more audience to you. And maybe if they don't want Hebrew Connect, they can come to your YouTube. Just to get you more views as well.
Well,
You know.
definitely I should at least look into it, at least consider, at least look into it. Yeah, because King of Torah has some good questions on it. But for sure, you've been telling me about it. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate you, Allsman number 3. Thank you. Thank you, King. I appreciate it. I'm just trying my best. So
I
thank you.
you're asking who operates it. I'm gonna. I'm not. I don't know who. I know Benya Israel. Um, his people. I know Benya Israel. Let's see, like Hidden Hebrews. Like we go on YouTube, Hidden Hebrews. Yeah, that
Oh,
guy.
you're talking about Benea
Yeah,
Israel.
yeah. I
Oh,
can't pronounce it.
yeah. He
Yeah.
does a
His
great
people.
job. He does a great job. He does a great job covering the Jews of Spain and Portugal. Excellent job. And he's also a part of Hebrew nation building as well. He's a part of the congregation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I like his stories. And excuse me, Ak, if I messed your name up. I don't want to tell your name. Please don't get me. Don't get me. Uh,
Yeah,
um,
we'll spell it. We'll spell it for everybody too.
yeah, because I'll tear it up. But no, I love his videos. I mean, he was one of the original people. Him and Dante Fortson. Is that his name?
Oh
Fortson?
yes, yes. Shout out to
Yeah.
Dante
'Cause he has
Fortson.
a
Yeah,
lot of
yeah,
that guy got
yeah,
a lot of history stuff. I mean,
yeah. I used to
I
watch him
remember
back. Yep.
he has a lot of books. I mean that guy's a book read. He in there like swimwear.
Woo!
Man, he man, he in there. I love his study. Yeah, he got some good gems too, hidden gems as well.
All right, all right. So
All
yeah,
right.
have a blessed evening. Have a blessed evening. Awesome at number 3. And yep. On that note, we finna bounce because yeah, I'm
Okay.
getting tired.
All
Yeah,
right, brother.
yeah.
Well,
I think we're all getting tired, family.
all
Go ahead, King.
praise to the Most High, Yahuwah, and His Son Yahusha Hamashiach Yahushai, and may Yah bless you and bring you peace, wisdom, understanding, and please follow his commandments to your best of your ability. Keep the faith. And faith without works is you know what. So keep passing the word, keep waking your people up, love your people, no hating, and just keep smiling for Yah. Because one day his son's gonna return. And on that note, I just want to thank you, Yahweh, for your love and your grace. And our brother Jaden. Hallelujah. Amen. All
all
praises.
glory.
All glory.
All praise. On that high note, we out here. That's 12CJC. I'm Jaden Israel. Until next time, shalom, fam.
Shalom.